stream. Finally, we are back with Now That's What I Call a Live Stream. So please take a chance on me and my guests as we look back at the first part of Now 22. So please don't go anywhere, as you'll regret it by the time it rolls around to Friday. I'm in love with some of these songs. Maybe there is something good you like about one of them. So whilst we get back into the rhythm, is a dancer going to interrupt me?
Dad.
Yes, she is. 2 minutes, darling. And for the newbies here, this intro won't be long as it only takes a minute, and we'll be with you in a heartbeat. Pearly Spencer!
Now 22, 34 of the biggest hits around. Now 22, that's what I call music.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, 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 no. That's what I call a live stream. No, 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 no. That's what I call a live stream. And we're back. Finally, after how many months? A year and one,
18 months. 18
about a
months.
year. Yeah, 18 months. After 18 months, we're finally back. Well, 18 months, and then couldn't find a phone, couldn't start the live stream. I'd already played that intro once.
Yep.
And I was wondering why no one was getting this.
So
But they
all the
are all
usual professional happenings
yes,
going on.
Yeah.
Are you actually
back.
hearing us in the chat?
Yes.
Nobody's saying anything.
No, they're probably so wowed with my intro there. I thought it was really impressive how I got all them songs in.
Yeah.
Well, apart from Pearly Spencer,
Right.
but that was awkward.
That was a bit random on the end.
Yeah, well, I don't know how we'll get Pearly Spencer in. But yes, so we're back. Lainey, Sharon, is that right?
Oh
Yes.
my God, you did it wrong again. Yeah.
Why change the habit of a lifetime? But because
Yes,
Nia hasn't,
Nigel.
because she's first. Nia hasn't. She is first, like usual. So
Yay.
Doesn't
and Chris has little faith in me that's being cancelled. But you should be, because I've got a gammy eye that side. You can't really see, can you?
That's
Compared to
very
that side.
attractive.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Oh, where have I put it? If it looked that bad, I've got an actual eye patch. Oh, Gabrielle, if you wanted. It's up to you. Do you want a Gabrielle or not?
No.
So yes, so Chris is in. Will's back. And yes, we were a little bit longer. And no, we didn't have stage fright. Only when I go to the cubicles where the you were. Yes, won't be too much longer. We are very much here. Hello, Susan. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Carl. Happy Sunday, guys. Yes, happy Sunday. That's one thing I've got to mention later on here as well, Sunday. I like Now That's What I Call Music, and I'm watching in bed this live stream. Oh, well, relax, sit back, relax, because we've got some great tunes. I would say this is one of the best ones we've done. Oh,
It's good. However, there is a high ratio of cover versions, and you know my version's cover versions.
Yeah.
So
right.
they're good cover versions, some of them, but yeah.
Well, let's get into it, shall we? So we're going back to July 1992. For Now 22. This was being when I left
primary school and started my secondary school. I'll not ask you. You can divulge your information if you wish.
I was actually trying to mentally.
Well, I know exactly
Yeah.
what I was doing in 92 because that's the year because all these live streams I've been saying, oh yeah, I was still at uni. I finally left uni.
Hey, she graduated.
Summer 92, I'm finally out looking for a job.
Have you got your cap and gown on whilst you?
Oh God, no, I didn't do any of that. Oh no.
No, I had 2 young boys, and yeah, just family life.
Yeah. Wasn't Lainey pregnant? Were you pregnant in 92, Lainey?
No, I was 16.
Oh, good. Not far off then, but because you had them in your teens, didn't
No,
you?
that was the next year. It wasn't much better, to be fair. But what's the
She's from
next?
Sunderland. She had about a 5-year-old by that point, man.
Why?
So let's go to the first song in a long while. Erasure. Well, it's from the EP.
Don't forget to take the
Arrest.
comment off the screen. That's your
Oh,
habit, isn't it? Comment.
exit out of here. Let's go here. Let's go there. Comment off the screen.
That's it.
2 seconds. I'll just put it like, hang on. When I was drinking with Andrew, but it came, what? When I was drinking with Andrew, back it came out. Neil was 46. I'm not 46. I'm 44. 44. Yes.
It sounded like you had to think about that.
You do though, because after you hit 21, you think, all I do, I think back, right, what's the year minus 1? Because I know I'm in my 40s, so I'm 44. The last decade, I used to be like, 2018, 18 minus 1, that's 17, so 37. And that's
a seriously long-winded way to just find out how old you are.
God,
yeah, but you
that
just stop
complicated.
out. That's the only way I remember. I am now 49 from 2001, but unfortunately the case is flimsy and the top of the case is dense, so it has to get a second-hand copy. Well, now 49 will probably be in 2029 by the time I get to that.
And the
You
rest.
look like Ray Eye Patch Sawyer from Dr. Hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Cowboy hat.
Mikey.
Looking like it, yeah.
We have got some lookalikes, and I must admit, me gammy eye must have been playing with mine because I couldn't really see me lookalikes this week.
Oh, we had
But
loads.
well, actually, for starters, haven't for Erasure, haven't so much got a lookalike, but a lookalike band. So
Well, yeah.
it's Erasure lookalike.
They look uncannily like the lasses from ABBA.
Well, no. Do you know before, right? So this photo here, do you know before I've said Andy Bell has got a look of what you call him, Tommy Robinson.
Yeah.
Right? He's got a look
Okay.
at him. In this photo, Vince Clarke has a slight look of Greg Wallace.
No, he doesn't.
There you go.
No,
You said
He's just thinner.
does
He's
not
just
look
thinner.
like Greg Wallace.
It's just
in
Greg
the-
Wallace. Just thinner.
No, not having that.
So rather than Erasure, these are just erased because they've been cancelled.
wow.
I would like to state that you can't see out of that gammy eye, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are both of them, Gabby? I'm just asking.
Well, I don't know about this one, but yes. But you'll be glad I've only got one more lookalike. Every other lookalike's been nominated by these 3 women. So they're to blame if you don't agree. Ladies.
Lady.
He looks more like Kevin Kennedy from Curry.
I don't know who that
I don't know
is.
who
That's
that is,
Lofty,
yeah.
isn't it? Is that Loft? No, Kevin Watts. Curly Watts.
He actually,
Curly.
he actually looks like the guy from the Communards a little bit in that one.
Yeah.
I mean, looking like so good, you know that.
Kevin.
Oh, I've gone too far.
Don't do that.
Yes. So,
No, I don't see
You're-
it either.
I know.
well, we'll move along, I think. Who wants to go first with the opinions on this?
Go on, Sharon.
Oh, me? Okay. So, after listening to it after a long time, I actually found it very monotone and boring. So
What-
yeah, I was not impressed with it. It's like great video and all that, but it was just even poking fun or whatever homage. It was quite monotone, and by the end of it, I was nearly asleep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, do you not think that's why they've put this in the middle? Because it just sounds to me like a karaoke version of ABBA. And then all of a sudden, you just think, oh, it's crap, this. And then, oh, what's that? I mean, what was all that about
what
in
is
the
that?
middle?
I
What is
completely, I completely forgot that was in there. And when it started, I was like, "Oh my god, what's that?"
Yeah.
I don't like that middle bit at all. But I
Someone's
like.
uploaded.
Do you know what I think?
I
What I
like
think it was somebody in the editing room just sort of like thought, you know, I'm going to mess with it. I'm going to just like get this little random bit of film from somewhere else and just stick it in there.
But I
Well,
love
you see-
ABBA. I love ABBA, right? And I think this is a great version of Take Each Other's. I really like it.
No,
So
No.
it's unpopular, but I like it.
The thing is, if you want a good tribute to ABBA, go and watch Alan Partridge's ABBA medley.
I
That
can't
is
stand
brilliant.
Alan Partridge. I want to punch him in the face.
I'm with you there, Lainey. I will stand behind you in that too.
I don't get why people find him funny.
Oh, I
No,
love
I
Alan
don't.
Partridge.
Oh, I
No.
like him as well. But I
Yeah.
like this version of ABBA cover. I think Vince looks great as a woman. I think he looked fantastic. However, Andy did not. He did not look good.
I love this song as well. My only other comment was pyramid tits, but that's probably really. Do you know what? Bras back in that time, they were really pointed. I don't know why.
50s James
Madonna?
Seymour.
Madonna.
Yeah, but like she did that intentionally, though, didn't she? Where like bras back then, they were quite pointed. Like,
Take your eye out.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
they were
wouldn't
weird.
know I was 11 years old.
Yeah,
Well, I say that. We probably had a Little Woods or Kay's catalogue and knocking around the house somewhere, which
Oh, okay.
God. One thing we did say about this and some of the videos to come is that the videos are crap. There's no budget. It's just all
Yeah, there's no
blank
one.
Yeah.
backgrounds and
yeah.
very, very minimal. And this one was rubbish, really, apart from the
also this one has something because a lot of them have 90s graphics in there, like really bad 90s graphics.
yeah.
Yes.
Looking at what people are saying here. Oh, wrong one. Look what people are saying here. I have now 41, 42, 44, and now 12. All three of those CDs have Steps, my favourite group, on them. But it'll be a long time before we get the Steps.
Yeah.
Chris Tyler said it looks more like Phil Mitchell.
Phil Mitchell.
Aye. The
Jeez.
boy band that Lisa Scott Lee from Steps managed never appeared on Now 53. Never appeared on Now 53 from 2002. Climate Change, it was cooler.
Is that because of the pointy bras?
Pointy
Oh,
bras.
maybe.
Yeah, so I really like this song, but not the rap. I think that her name is MC Kinky or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I did
in
not-
certain countries, they
They
didn't do the MC Kinky bit. They just called it MCK because it was too provocative.
Oh,
Calling someone kinky, probably like Spain or, like the Catholic countries.
yeah.
So, yeah. So, Lainey, your take?
I just said, didn't I?
She said she liked it.
I said I
you
love
liked
the
the
song. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then pyramid tits, that was me only two.
All right, sorry, yes. So I got really distracted as soon as you said pyramid tits and started talking about bras. I just went back to being 11-year-old, sat down next to the couch, quickly, page 34.
Oh, I like how you know what page it is as well.
Yeah. He noted it in his mind.
I know.
So this was originally by ABBA, released in January 1978, the second single from the fifth album. And do you know that tick a chance, that come from the writer who it was the rhythm of the pace because he was a jogger, and it was like tick a chance. So when he ran, it was sort of, and that evolved because he had the tick a and then it evolved into Take a Chance. It was the third consecutive chart topper in the country after UK number 1 after No Me, No You and In the Name of the Game. But it was also ABBA's final number 1 of the 70s and gave their group the distinction of being the act with the most chart-topping singles of the 1970s. The Erasure version only got to... Well, no, the Erasure version got to number 1.
Yeah.
It was a 7th best-selling single of the year. In Sweden, even give the seal of approval because it got number 1 in Sweden. It was the best-selling song in Sweden.
Wasn't it an EP though? Wasn't it like several songs?
Yes,
and an
ABBA-esque.
Yeah, it wasn't just this one. It was like
No.
Yeah.
But have you ever listened to the lyrics from this song?
Probably not closely, no.
Yeah, because if you listen closely, it's a bit like desperate. You need to just take it easy, love. You know what I mean? You're coming across a bit full on. Because I thought I skipped through there. Right.
So professional.
If you change your mind and I'm the first in line, it's like, I know you're going on a date, but if she doesn't want you, I'll have you. I'll just be here waiting at the bar. Woo! I'm still here. You know what I mean? It's just like, if you need me, let me know. I'm going to be around. Stop stalking them, love. You know what I mean? Let it go. Move on. I've got no place to go if you're feeling down. When you're really desperate and you just want to shout, come and see me.
Oh, it's really.
And if you're all alone when the pretty birds are flowing, so when you've seen all them like women you like, you know what I mean? You've been through all them and you just want something else. I'm still here at the bar. I'm going to do my very best. It ain't no lie. Put me to the test if you let me try. So yeah, just really desperate, and it follows on. We'll go dancing. We can go dancing. We can go walking as long as we're together. Listen to some music, maybe just talking, get to know you better. There was a line on this.
But the song doesn't come over like that. Sounds really sad, and
I don't know.
Needy. Let it go, love.
I don't know. I'm thinking stalkerish.
It is.
And as well, it sounds like when you read that line, if you want me to leave it there, afraid of a love affair. So is he already married and she's singing it like...
Is this not the song about the affair between whoever ended up with whoever in ABBA? Didn't they swap partners or...
No.
Are you not thinking of Fleetwood?
They didn't swap partners. They divorced.
No, I didn't mean it like that. Did they? One fall in love with the other one.
Rod, Gin and Freddie.
No, I'm going to stop now. I'm taking myself a hole. I'm just going to stop there.
To be honest, that happens a lot. But you've got Fleetwood Mac, Rod, Jane and Freddie, and also the Crankies were swingers as well. So a lot of these celebrity couples.
I love how Rod, Jane and Freddie are being compared to Fleetwood Mac.
I know. Rod, Jane and Freddie are up here. And
global megastars that Rod, Jane and Freddie are, yeah.
Oh, Stephen's in. Hello. We're missing the comments. Stephen, hello. Welcome along.
Stephen was in on the homework earlier. Yeah, he was there.
Oh, right.
Yeah, if you go back a bit, there was a comment from Stephen. Quite
yes.
Oh, right. Vince attempted to follow me into a cubicle in the men's room at a nightclub in Brighton.
I didn't think Vince was gay.
Are you sure it was Vince and it wasn't Greg Wallace?
He was gay, I
know. And then Cole said he likes the Chemical Brothers, and the 18s covered this in 1999. I think a lot of ABBA songs have been covered over the years, because I think even on one of the Now albums, they do the ABBA medley. Can you remember that? I think Simon Cowell's behind all that.
Yeah.
You know when this came out, this Erasure, ABBA was not popular. After the early 80s, ABBA was like, not. It was all like different music then, and ABBA were out of fashion. And when this came out, that's when ABBA's comeback started, I think, from this.
Oh, right. But it was a bit like Elvis. Elvis wasn't really popular in the 80s.
No.
Like, oh, God, someone likes Elvis. Oh, your dad likes Elvis.
Oh, no, until he died. When he died, he was really popular again, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
thankfully, ABBA didn't have to die to get popular again.
Stephen's saying he took a chance on me. That's what he's Vince Clark.
Oh.
Will say Sweden is a small country though, so that's why one of the songs Floor Fillers also never appeared on Now 53 alongside. And then Stephen's just laughing at us. But there's another, finally on the lyrics. Oh, you can take your time, baby. I'm in no hurry. I know I'm going to get you. This is turning into like bunny. The more it goes on, the more it becomes like boiler, like bunny boiler, Fatal Attraction, and it's just a bit. So yes, it's a bit of a needy song, but not the last one we're going to hear. It isn't the last needy song we're going to hear. No. We'll move on to CC Penis Tone. With finally.
Didn't you say that the last time we were live?
Say that again, sorry?
Didn't you say CC Penis Tone the last time we were live as well?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Well, that's how it's spelled, Penis Tone. It's like Chris Tyler. When I seen his name before, when he writes a comment, I thought it was Chris Styler because there's no gap between the Chris and Tyler, so it just looks like Craig Tyler. Craig Styler.
It could be Christy La.
Sounds more French
Christy
than Hull. That.
Chai is Tyler.
Yeah. Right, you know this one. We've all had a Mandela moment on this one because every one of us, all four of us, said we were sure it was faster back in the 90s. It sounded so slow.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think that's a re-release because I thought it was later than this. And I don't know if it was re-released or remixed or something.
Yeah.
Because I said...
I come to the conclusion we've all been listening to the remix and not the original.
Yeah. But I don't know if this is the, like...
Yeah.
The one you hear all the time because I think I like the song. I think it's a great song. It's a classic song and everything.
Yeah.
But it's one of them songs which does get hammered on the radio.
Yes.
Yeah. It was very much hammered. Yeah. But it is good though. I like it.
Even now, I think it's played to death on certain radio stations. If you listen to like, I don't know, Greatest Hits Radio or something like that, it'll be on there during the day, every day. But it's not the version, like you say, this slowed down version, which we've just heard. It is a much faster version.
So my comments on it is it's a fantastic song. I loved it. It's a bit slow, but that's probably because we're used to a remix version. She still looks about 40 years old, even though she was about 22.
Yeah,
yes.
And I didn't like that. The video was very low budget again, and all that blurry weirdness just did my old eyes in. I can't be doing with it.
Yeah.
It's all the weird colouring, wasn't it? Not good.
I'm so glad you made it.
Well, as well, on that, the video, well, not just the video, the song, there's a part of the song where she actually forgot the lyrics and she ad-libbed.
Oh.
Where she does the, do you know the, yeah, ow. But where she, I don't know if she stubs her toe at the end here. Because she does the yeah, listen. Does she stub her toe at the end there? That's all I'm thinking. But yeah, because she was young when she wrote this, because she penned it in a chemistry class whilst thinking about dating in college. So is this another desperate woman where she's going, I can't wait to find the man of my dreams when I'm at college?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't come across like that to me. It comes across that she's just fallen in love finally.
What were your thoughts, Lainey?
I thought it was like kind of pop art looking because of like the colour blocks and stuff. And then again, I thought it was slower than I remembered. I thought the bottoms of her trousers looked like them socks all kids had in the 90s with all the layers of lace. And I did have a lookalike, but is this the one of them that's going to be at the end?
Yeah, all your lookalikes are at the end, apart from the one from Utah Saints. So all your lookalikes, because when they come in, I thought, right, I'll put them at the end. So we've got a big crescendo. Is that the right word? Crescendo.
Yeah.
Lookalikes at the end for you.
Get your thinking caps on because some of them are a bit weird. the one from this one, you might not get it, but I mean they're good. But yeah,
All of mine are great.
they are. You can ones, yeah.
See, Stephen said there's nothing like dying to revive your popularity. It works with all the great artists. None of the artists, Van Gogh and all these Rembrandt and all, they weren't very good when they were alive. And as soon as they die, boom, papers go.
Yeah.
Saying that, I knew someone who thought there was an auction going, a charity auction. She went, "Oh, Rolf Harris has got a painting." This is before all the allegations come out. She seen Rolf Harris had a painting in this auction. She thought, "Oh, I'll get that. He's getting on in age. Possibly when he pops his clogs, it'll go up in value." Oh, he's drawn the Queen's portrait. She bought it, and it's probably gone down in value by quite a lot. So
I don't know. You know, on eBay, there's certain like niche of people who like to buy like weird stuff from people who.
maybe.
Yeah.
Elvis did a lot of Frank Sinatra, Engelbert Humperdinck covers. Chris is saying, and there's a gap on my screen.
I don't know what that means.
I think it's not. There's a gap between his name on the screen.
Oh, right. Okay.
So it is Chris Gap Tyler.
Ah, right. Yes. Right. I get it now. It was when you were commenting on one of the, I think it was the Ice Lolly World Cup, which is going on at the moment. Anyone who hasn't had a look, make sure you vote and don't be disappointed that your ice cream doesn't win. Oh, Ice Lolly, I should say. That ice cream.
When you comment on videos, it does your other username, doesn't it? You know, the
one
dress and that. So it does look like, yeah.
Carl's saying I like the 7-inch choice mix of Finally. So that's probably what it was, a 7-inch mix where it's probably the more popular one where it comes up. That would explain why she looks so old. I can't remember what the comments is. I can't.
Because it was slower and she aged.
Heart 90s is another one which has stuff on. Don't know the K brothers sell their art.
Cray.
Cray brothers. Yeah, Cray brothers sell their art. Well, I know of a lady who used to work in Durham where Rose West is in prison, and she was a very good artist. But obviously her artwork cannot leave the prison grounds because there would be some people who would want that. You know, like you're saying. There's a very specific niche of people.
I thought the Cray twins were dead. I don't think they're selling their art now.
Yeah. So looking at this, it kept Shakespeare's sister off the top spot. No, it was kept off the top spot, by Shakespeare's sister instead.
Oh, I was just going to say, thank you for keeping that off the top.
Yeah.
The other way around, I'm not happy because I hate that song.
Yeah. But it did receive a lot of praise. It was Single of the Year in 91 by The Face. It's been included in top 100 club tunes by DJ Magazine, top 100 dance tunes by VH1, 100 greatest songs of all time by Max Magazine in Australia, MTV Dance, 100 greatest 90s dance tunes.
Yeah.
Oh, God, there's loads.
Yeah.
So, yes, a lot of people think...
Definitely clever tunes would be faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it won Song of the Year. It's some music awards, but I think I've deleted that part. But yes, Billboard Music Charts, it won Best Dance, Best Female Artist. Oh no, she was nominated Best Female Artist. It's still going on, Jesus Christ. So it got to number 2 in the UK, it got number 1 in Zimbabwe, number 5 in the United States, where it was the 20th best-selling song of the year. And at the decade end chart, it was the 78th most popular track of the 90s in Canada. And it was re-released in 1997.
Yeah.
So that's maybe why I was thinking it was a later song.
But even if that video is from 97, that's only 5 years later and she still looks 40. So.
Yeah, you're right, Susan. Harris prints are going for hundreds, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I could imagine it because there's weird people out there who like things like that.
Yeah. And Will's saying it is an all-time classic album. So yes, it featured on The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Did it?
Yes. Well, it says it featured on Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and featured on the album soundtrack. And the song also features in the stage musical. I've never seen that. And then in 2021, it was remixed for a commercial for the dating app Bumble, the car chain Kruger, and subsidy supermarkets uses the song for animated commercials promoting groceries and delivery service.
God.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to hear it on those ads. No thanks.
Yeah. But the music video, like you say, is basically just CC Peniston and a dancer just hanging around. But this video, it does seem like you've downloaded. Like if you downloaded this, you go, oh, it hasn't downloaded properly. There's something wrong with it. Like I need to download a codec to watch it. But as well, the square...
need 3D glasses to watch it.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. When she's dancing and turning around, you're like, whoa, it's coming at us.
It is like that 3D thing. When you see a 3D film that without the glasses, it does look like that, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not
a as well,
picture of her. That's horrible.
No, that's not.
Because as well, the part of the video, do you know where you see all these squares? Can you remember Studio Line? Studio Line, style your hair any way you like it.
Vaguely,
it reminds like these bottles.
Oh yeah.
It reminds us of that, and it's
that's
quite
so
ironic.
80s. That's so 80s.
Yeah, well, that's an 80s thing, but it's so ironic because she does look like she's being pulled through a hedge backwards in this music video as well. Because her hair, and it's just like, was that the hairstyle back then, or has she just? That's at the end of the video. And we're going to have to go for a retake. She's like,
actually,
you see me here.
Weirdly, I did put 90s hair. That 90s hair. I literally wrote that in my notes.
Well, we'll get on to some more 90s in the next video as well, because we've got KWS, Please Don't Go.
Oh, no. Stephen says, finally doesn't seem an appropriate song for a delivery service. That's quite true.
So this has been performed on... Alexandra Burke danced to it on Strictly. So there you go. It's one of the songs. I think every song's been probably performed on Strictly, though, do you think?
Probably.
It's been going for, I don't know, about 20 seasons now.
Same.
Oh, it's a staple now. I was kind of get away from it. So when you said, oh, God, at this song, you don't like it?
Well, only because it's another bloody cover and it's so like the original. I thought it was sampling the original, to be honest. I didn't realise it was a cover because it's so like the original. So what's the point? My problem with covers is, what's the point unless you do something different?
Yeah, make it your own.
The original was slow, and this was fast. This was a dance tune.
Yeah, but the actual vocal sounds exactly the same. Okay, yeah, there's a dancey track behind it, but the vocal sounds very similar to me. No, I'm not keen on it because I remember the original. That's why. Let me see what I wrote. My first word was cover. And then somebody's fighting with a net curtain at the start. God knows what that was about. We had loads of looky likeys in this, but you'll come to that later. It's okay, but the original is better. But then we went to look at the original, and the guy singing the original, we were like, oh my God, he's not black. We thought it was a black singer, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
And he was like, he got like stalker vibes, so we weren't.
Oh, he was very intense.
Yes, very intense. But I've listened to that song for decades and always thought the singer was like a black singer.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. It just sounded like that sort of music. I don't know. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean.
It's Casey and the Sunshine Band, isn't it?
Yeah, Casey and the Sunshine.
Yeah. Who also sang na 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 na, baby give it up, baby give it up. But yeah, the original only got number 3 in the UK. Got number 1 in Australia, Canada, South Africa, and the US. Where it was the 19th best-selling song of 79. And it's still the 422nd best-selling song of all time in the States. But this wasn't the only cover in 1992
What, of that song?
of this song. It was originally covered by a group called W, who were an Italian group. They only got 41 in the charts, but they got number 1 in Belgium, Spain, and the Netherlands. But it's very much it's very much the same arrangement and everything as this one, because the record company, Network Records, wanted to distribute the W one, but failed to secure the rights. So they basically went to KWS and went, well, we'll just do exactly the same song, and done it. And it ended up in a court case. The similarities between the versions resulted in Network Records paying compensation to Robert Zanetti, W's producer, following 3 years of legal action.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there.
I love this song. Absolutely love it. But this is my youth. This takes me back to standing around the waltzer down Seaburn with the music blasting.
Yeah, okay.
And then going on the waltzer about 20 times in a row because I was cool like that. And one of the lads, they used to really joke about down there. And I stepped in. No, I was going to get out and he spanned the bloody thing, so I fell out. Horrible.
Oh.
It's fuming.
Oh, see, nowadays you would have been quids in there, Laney.
Yeah.
No win, no fee and all that. Back then it was just like, oh, get up, get off. We'll give you a free ride. There you go.
But yeah, I just love it. I just love it because it reminds me of that time. And again, like Susan said, I've got a couple of lucky likeys for at the end for this.
We had loads of lucky likeys in this.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon?
Again, club classic for me. Clubbing days, just being out there. Again, I think it's probably played a little bit too much. You know, again, it's the kind of, if you're listening to Absolute or, you know, whatever, I think you hear it all the time. But again, it's not offensive. It's a good, you know, club tune.
Yeah, like I say, it's not offensive, but it's not my favourite because it's the vocal is just so similar to
I think it's definitely a floor filler for the clubs for sure.
Yeah, if you're out dancing, it's fine. Yeah.
Laney, wasn't that the plot of That'll Be the Day?
What, falling out a waltzer?
No, but I agree with Laney. I love this song. It reminds me of my first Christmas party at secondary school in 1992. This KWS Please Don't Go. It just takes us back then, and I think it's the best song of this evening.
Whereas
I white trousers and he shakes.
Oh yeah.
To be honest,
I like the song, but because it reminds me of my very early teens in the 70s rather.
70s, right.
So I like the song. This version though, it's like not so much because of that, you know, because I've got my memory of being a teenager listening to it.
Yeah. Well, the song got number 1, was there for 5 weeks, and was the 5th best-selling song of 1992.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's shocking. That is a shock. Yeah. I didn't know that.
So, and the music video is basically, like you say, it's Bobby Basic videos. It's KLS playing along there.
In the same white studio as all the other trap videos.
They've just like gone to the studio straight after Erasure.
Yeah, it's
They've just gone, write down name on the back so no one else can use it. And then after that, you've got a load of models in there.
Yeah.
And after the models, you've got interpretive dance.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of this, like, let's jazz up the video. Oh, interpretive dance.
Fight with the net curtain, yeah.
Yeah, there's someone from Snappy Snaps there getting mixed up in some photo film as well. So yeah. But I tell you what you've missed. You've missed the degrading of a man here, which used almost crotch watch.
Oh, we're talking about crotch watch.
Yes.
The return of crotch watch for you. This man on the keyboard.
Oh, we missed this
We
one.
missed it. Did we miss that one?
There's a real big obvious one later though.
Yeah.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Yes, we'll come to that later.
Oh, we are never seen that. But yes, Crossword. It just it started off and then zoomed in and then went into some interpretive dance, and I was like, that's just zooming in on his crotch.
Oh, well, we
Again,
saw
though,
that one this
leather
afternoon.
pants. There was a cameraman who had a fetish about leather pants in these music videos. But again, this is another desperate song. It's like, please don't go. Please don't go. Don't go. Don't go away. Hey,
Definitely.
hey.
I'm begging you to stay.
I'm begging you to stay. Hey. It's someone just crying.
He's much less beggy than you, though.
Well,
sure.
it's only because he's had a producer in the studio when Casey and the Sunshine Band like, how are Casey? Come on, you need to come in the studio, right? But just left his please don't. And he's on the phone going, Karen, I love you. Just please don't go. Don't go. Oh. And that's the thing. And they go, right, we've got a tune here. Just get in the studio quickly. Come on. Get some vocals. Just like get mixing on that. Number one hit. There you go. So yeah. Let's have a look at people saying. It was during the series semi-finals after Music Week that Alexandra Burke danced. It's like the 80s morning TV graphic. All we needed was Frank Buff and Selena Scott. Well, one of the videos I did link was like Pebble Mill or something because it was Mark Armand where he's singing in the studio. So didn't get round to putting it right.
What show that was that he was on in there? I don't know what show.
It would have Pebble Mill This Morning, or like
it looked to be like some kind of chat show.
Yeah, it didn't look like any of that.
Chat show.
Wogan. It'll be telling me it would be Wogan or
Wogan, yeah.
Who was the one on the other? Michael Aspel.
Oh yeah,
maybe. Not.
That, yeah.
Yeah. So
Russell Harty, you remember him? And he got whacked in the face by Grace Jones.
Yeah.
And Stephen saying, yeah, David Essex teased the girls.
Oh yes, I remember that. Yeah, David Essex on the waltzers. Yeah, that was Lainey then.
It might have been all right if it was David Essex.
So yes, that was KWS, and now
another cover version.
Now, to be honest, they've done quite a lot of cover versions, but I didn't realise this was a cover version until today.
Tavares, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tavares. Well. Tavares released the song in '75, but it didn't chart in the UK until 1986, and it only got 46 in the charts. The highest one prior to that, though, in 1976. Nonce, Jonathan King released a version that got to number 9 in the charts.
Oh my God, really?
Wow. Yeah.
I don't
thank God, Take That got the highest chart position for it because they got to number 7 with this song, and it was the first.
Wasn't this their breakthrough kind of song?
Yeah, it was the first one.
Really, yeah.
You'll probably all have seen though the naked ones where they're having jelly
rolling around in the jelly. Yeah, we've seen that.
That might have been mentioned.
I got Lainey to do that on her React channel. Do you remember me?
The what?
Didn't you do the React to that one?
Yeah.
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 But that wasn't.
You should have
That wasn't
what you should have done is like merged it with the mukbang where you've got to eat a trifle whilst watching
it. Oh God,
no.
No.
Imagine if you just found just one of your hairs had fell in and you just like, oh
no.
But yes, this was the start of
I really like this.
Dominance in the charts.
Even though it's a cover version, I really like it because it's the beginning of the Take That mania. You know what I mean? And I was all for that. But a revelation, I never knew that Gary Barlow had a nose piercing back in the day.
Yeah.
You see it? It's I don't remember that. There was not
him trying to be edgy though, because he's got his
and his hair, trying to be edgy. It didn't suit him. And number 2, there was not enough Mark in this video. Where was Mark? There was no focus on him at all. He's my favourite.
Well, Do you not think he wasn't Mark? What you call Martin Durden Smith or whatever he's called? Nigel Martin Smith. Wasn't he the manager? Don't think Mark was his. I don't think it was like he wasn't a more muscly man. He wasn't. Didn't
It
want
wasn't
a
the
little
muscly one. Because you did see a lot of the Howard muscles and all of that.
Howard, get your top off. Come on, because that's what I've said.
Even Gary Barlow had his top open, and there was some muscles under there. I never knew he had muscles back then.
if here you go, Mark Durden Smith using them like pieces of meat.
Yeah,
because they're Howard naked. And there you go, doing a backflip.
Yeah,
what gets me, right?
They were very good at that, though.
You can tell there was only take that and the last in the gym, because if there was proper boxers there or people working out, they'd be out, lads. It's not a dance hall, it's a boxing ring. Out.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought, like, why should you just randomly, I'm just going to go to the gym, I'm going to work out, and there's all these dudes dancing in the boxing ring.
What are you doing dancing around, lads, man?
What's going on, dude? Like, seriously.
This whole early Take That era was very homoerotic. Do you not think?
Well, yeah, but didn't they do it too at like all the gay clubs and everything? That's why he pushed them to. He aimed them at that.
Yeah.
He aimed them at the gay, like the pink pound. He sort of went for, as it was known, and then that was a marketing term, the pink pound. So he went for like the gay like market, and also then the teeny boppers, because they've probably done all the schools and everything as well.
Well, I don't know how I got in on it then, because I'm neither, male gay, or I'm not teeny. I wasn't a teeny bopper either. I was in my 20s, so but I loved it.
I wonder why. I'm just looking at the screen.
Why.
I wonder why.
It was all because of Mark. I loved Mark. Mark was always my favourite.
Stephen says the first time I became aware of the Tavares. I knew I was saying it wrong. Was in Saturday Night Fever. That's just jumped. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Talk amongst yourselves.
Bless you.
Thank you. First time, then it says Alexander Berg to finally after this was to celebrate 8 years of Christmas. Is that just jumping again? I don't know. Right. But yes, it was the domination of the chart, and I've also put bedroom walls because I think every girl had a poster of Robbie, Mark, maybe Jason, Howard, possibly not Gary on the wall.
I do like it. I do like the song. I did also comment Gary's nose piercing at the start. However, I kind of added it that it did look just like he'd glued a diamante onto his nose, it wasn't actually a real piercing. Because I just have the feeling that he'd be too scared to get it done. So just glue a diamante on anyone on that.
I'm not having any Gary bashing on this show. No Gary bashing.
Yes.
Oh, well, you see, I was going to say, if he was the one who you thought, yeah, he's a top shagger and everything, you probably could have said, well, and if he was from Essex, you went, he's gone down on a girl who's had a vajazzle.
No.
Picture that.
Yeah. So yeah, but Gary's not one of the good shaggers, is he? He's the boring one, Gary Barlow.
No, he's not. Stop. I'm not having this. I'm not having Gary Barlow bashing. Somebody tried to put him in the banish bin, and me and Andrea Hills got him out again.
My other point was obviously that they're really, really young,
God.
in this.
Oh,
and even Robbie has a child voice when he goes, just 1 minute, just 1 minute. It's so childlike.
Yeah.
You mean the only solo lyric not sung by Gary Barlow there?
Yeah, I think it's all about Gary Barlow.
Oh, it takes a minute.
And even to get that one line, he begs just before. Listen. Come on, Gary, please. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Yes, I'm getting the line, lads. I'm getting the line.
But this is Robbie Williams' peak. After this, it's all downhill for me.
No, I love Robbie.
I like, again, I mean, you know me, I like Robbie Williams. He can be my neighbour.
I think they were about 8. He was about 18 here.
Mark looks about 12 there in the back.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
actually, I think Robbie's the youngest.
Robbie was
Yeah,
the
Robbie's
youngest.
the youngest, but Mark looks like he was like, who's brought the kid along?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do look very young in it, very, very young.
Have you seen Stephen's post, by the way, Susan?
What's he put? Gary would
Gary
make a
would
new poster. He's as exciting as watching paint dry.
Oh,
leave Gary alone. It's like, leave Gary alone. Leave Gary alone.
So, Sharon, what was your take?
Again, not an offensive song. I think they did. It's a cover. I love my 70s disco, so like for me, Tavares is the cover, the one I would listen to. But yeah, it's again like Take That was a bit. I was sort of obviously a bit older, so it sort of passed me by in the sort of poster on the wall business. But no, it's not offensive. It's.
But Sharon, I'm at least 5 years older than you.
I know. Well, you know. Yeah.
I didn't have posters though. I have to say, I was beyond the poster stage.
You were more mature and put them in.
I was
frames.
much more mature. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have posters. I have pictures of Take That posters. But I can always remember around this time, people used to always make the joke of like, oh, it only takes a minute. Oh, it's sex and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, who are these marathon men? A minute.
Do you mean Sting?
Yeah. But yeah, so yes, this changed. This sort of changed the charts because you got a load of boy bands, and then it wasn't until like '96 when the Spice Girls come in, it sort of changed again, and then the week after my 18th birthday, it changed again because that's when Britney Spears released "Hit Me Baby One More Time."
Oh.
Just before we move on from these, I need to make one more comment with regards to bashing Gary Barlow because for me personally, he was way too serious and had no personality. That's literally how I felt. Everyone else he didn't have a personality. Yes, he was a good songwriter.
I think he's a good songwriter and he's got a lovely voice. And where's Andrea Hills when I need her?
Wait, Susan, what you need to do?
Like him as such, he's just very much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
You need to watch Star Stories. It was a Kevin Bishop. Kevin Bishop? Yes, Kevin Bishop. No, am I thinking? No,
wasn't it Matt Lucas?
no, that's
John
Rock
Bishop.
Profiles. No, I think it's Kevin Bishop.
Kevin Bridges.
No, not Kevin Bridges. Kevin Bishop. He done a thing on Channel 4 called Star Stories. They're on YouTube, so watch that. There's a brilliant one with Take That. That's all I'm saying.
I'm thinking of something Matt Lucas and David Williams did. But
That was Rock Profiles with Robbie Williams, with Howard Donald. Yes, Gary, how you doing?
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, that's Rock Profiles, which was equally brilliant.
I tell you what, don't start bashing Howard either, because I went to a Take That concert and I was surrounded by the Howard fan club, and they are brutal. If you start saying anything about Howard, you won't survive.
They would hate it because on this pop, what they call Star Stories, they don't have Howard speaking, they just have him doing the Chewbacca all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Howard and Jason, fantastic dancers, and Mark are fantastic dancers. Even when I saw them, which was it was in 2009 when I saw them, a lot later than this, and they were still fantastic. So you can't knock them. They were brilliant.
Right, we'll move along. And if you wish Andrew was here, I think my husband wishes he was here.
I know. Where's Nick when you need him? This is his favourite ever single.
He's even sent me this. I said, Nick, have you got a photo? Can I find a line? He said, I've got a signed copy. I'll send you it.
I was going to say there's this freaking autograph on that.
It looks like some kids scribbled on it.
I can't get this pen to work. It's just like, oh, damn it.
So cheap. He just
It's
had
got floppy writing like Nick.
It's his.
Absolutely, yes.
He did it.
It's who he models himself on. That's
But
what I'm
look,
saying.
he's so cheap. He's just got some like 50p biro to sign that. He's not got a proper, like thick
proper
pen.
There was no.
sign
There
with.
was the Sharpies though back in 1992.
There was better than that. There was better
Is
than
this actually Nick's copy you've got?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Nick's copy. I asked him, give us a photo of the copy because I know you'll have one. Just take it off your shrine. I don't want your whole shrine in. Yeah, hello, Paul. You're welcome along. Just in time for Nick Hill's favourite. What I like about this as well, it's not from the TV series. It's from the Yorkshire TV series.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Yorkshire, you have to brand everything, don't you, as Yorkshire?
Yeah.
Yorkshire tea, Yorkshire water, Yorkshire, because what's that broadband?
Except if you're in the Utah Saints when you're from Yorkshire, but you call yourself Utah Saints. We'll get to that later.
Oh, Chris has got a lookalike here. He's saying he looks like Josh the reseller who knows Carla.
Huh?
Vaguely, yeah, vaguely.
I don't see it.
More to the point, on that freaking hell, has he got a fucking phone on a motorbike?
In the 60s.
Yeah.
Is that in the 60s?
Car phone.
That just don't. Why has he got a handheld like?
Exactly.
What's going on?
That just don't make sense. It don't make sense.
Is it not just like a walkie-talkie though?
No, it's
definitely a phone.
It looks like a phone receiver. An old-fashioned one for people born before 2000.
He has got an Eddie oil, so is it like an army radio with that?
Yeah, it'll be like an army phone, like a field phone type thing.
It's a bit like when you see videos of people playing electric guitars in the middle of deserts and things. It's like, how is that plugged in?
How's that happening?
Jason, you mean Jason Donovan on Too Many Broken Hearts walking across the cliffs?
There's that one, but there's others as well. There's others that do it. But I think Jason Donovan is the classic example of that, yeah.
So this song got to number 2 in 1992, 35th bestseller of 92. Originally recorded by Bob Montgomery, most famously though Buddy Holly recorded it in 1958, where it got to number 30 in the charts. It has been top 10 twice, one in 75 for Shawadi Wadi, where it got to number 7, and the other time is this one.
I met the lead singer of Shawadi Wadi in the paper shop around the corner from my house because I was from Leicester and they're from Leicester. That's my claim to fame, Shawadi Wadi.
The only thing I know about Shawadi Wadi was we used to have the best of Shawadi Wadi album when we were younger, in my mum and dad's house.
I don't remember them doing this though, Heartbeat. I remember Under the Moon of Love and things like that. I don't remember
that was their big song.
Yeah, so my comments that I've written down is this is very bland. He can't sing. He's got a terrible monotonous voice. I've never seen Heartbeat. So who's this woman with the long hair and why is she like in a Timotei advert? And also Crotch Watch is back right at the end. Right at the end. He gets up at the end and it's like a total crotch shot, nothing else. And then
you should have said.
There's like a baby in the womb heartbeat at the end, which is really creepy.
Creepy heartbeat.
Yeah, I wrote a lot about this one. I didn't like it.
Again, for me, the whole hair thing. So this woman, like, again, the mother, like, if you watch the video, I don't know if you guys noticed, like, she was brushing her hair quite violently. You know when your mum brushes your hair, she's still like, But then she was like in the car and they thought, you know what? It'd be a really good idea. She's in the car, we'll get her to let her hair down and it'll just float in the wind. But no, it doesn't. When you're in a car, your hair just like, go on, Lainey, do the impression of the hair blowing in the wind in the car. Like, it's like that. It doesn't bellow out back. It's just in your face. So
it goes into like a whirlwind or something.
Yeah, and it's like this, doing that, and then it's like in your face, and then you're trying to get it out your way. But I kind of just thought, like, why? Why is this looking like a hair advert? From her taking the hair out, to then stop on a
Sorry, I didn't realise.
Whatever it is.
See, that's all I got of it.
He's like a bowl of white rice.
She's like, so she's in the car, hair's blown all over the place. So he thinks, oh, I've got to stop next to a waterfall. I just happened to bring a brush because, like, yeah. And then I'm brushing my hair through by a waterfall, and he's in the studio singing. Then we get way too much crotch watch. It lasts that little bit too long.
Yes.
Like it's not even just a pan and shot. They sort of hold it there for about
it did.
For about like 5-8 seconds or something. It's weird.
It is weird.
Having said all that, and I don't think he can sing. I don't think he's like out of tune or anything, but he's not got a singer's voice. And I think you said this, Susan, in the sense of he cashed in on his fame, essentially. People like the look of him, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I
didn't say it in a bad way. Cashed in.
No. Why not? Exactly.
Why not?
Yeah. And again, off the back of EastEnders, when he started on, it's like, okay, I've done it on EastEnders, I'll do it again on you.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. My having said all of that, I like it because of childhood memories, like for growing up, because I remember on a Sunday, everybody sat down to watch it because we'd have I think obviously I'd have been about 15, 16, probably in the last year of school, and we'd have sat down and then went to bed after it for to get up the next day. But so that's my only reason why I don't hate it.
See, now on your just what you've said there, this is a nightmare song for me because this is a heartbeat. When this finishes, you're going into the bath, having something to eat, and then it's bedtime because it's school tomorrow. So it's like the weekend is over. It's back to school tomorrow. It's a nightmare song. That's what that's the association. Oh God, the weekend's over. Back to school tomorrow. And we've just had this with the youngest because she was like, I don't want to go back to school. I've been off a week. You know what I mean? And like, yep, exactly like this. Yeah. It's a nightmare song.
It's this the Sunday night feeling, isn't it? For sure.
Yeah. This London's Burning.
Yes.
Or,
I like
the South Bank show. You know, dun 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 dun, because that used to be on at 10 o'clock. Or Tales of the Unexpected. They were the ones.
Oh, I love Tales of the Unexpected. That was brilliant. I've never seen London's Burning or Heartbeat, but South Bank show, yes, and Tales of the Unexpected, yes. That was my type of stuff. I like that.
Yeah, they were the stuff what made us think, oh, it's Sunday, weekend's over.
Oh, Stephen says crotch watch is at 1 minute 54 seconds. Did you pay attention, Stephen? He's got it bookmarked.
Stephen was making notes.
So Porky said David Bartram. Was that the lead singer of Shwaddy Waddy?
Yes, Dave Bartram, yes. That's who I met in the paper shop.
Stephen doesn't think he can even mime neither.
No, he had absolutely no animation about him at all. He was just so bored.
He's just there.
He just looked bored.
The other thing was that girl who was in the video was not in Heartbeat at all. So why?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be just clips from the.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said when we watched it. I was saying at the end, I've never seen Heartbeat. So is this woman a key character? And Naina goes, she's not in it. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Well, why are you in the video then? I don't get it.
You would think it would be the lass who played his wife would be in it, and because he was like, it wasn't even like dating, because this is like, oh, I'm irresistible in the 1960s.
Very stalkerish as well. I don't know who. I think she was stalking him. In the video, for sure.
Stephen's time-stamped crotch watch for you.
Yeah,
he's actually bookmarked that he was saying.
Bookmarked, yeah.
Chris Tyler's just saying, didn't Oscar Blaketon have Basil Brush?
Have him in what sense?
Can I just say to Carl, I don't know if he thinks we're doing all of the 90s, but this is actually just for 1992. Isn't 1992? It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, 1992.
Yeah, and
It's
it's not
first-
just
one-
like, it's not the whole of 92. It's just this
Yeah,
album. Just this
yeah,
album.
it's not even the whole of this album. It's just the first 9 songs.
yeah.
It's very
all
limited.
of the songs are listed in the description below, so
Yeah,
you can
so
see
all the
what we're
songs
going
are
to
just-
discuss, and then you can check them out yourself.
Yeah.
Just because it's a shame that you're talking about other 90 songs that we'll
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
do at a later
Well,
date. So.
we get on to that soon, hopefully, in a couple of years.
yeah.
We'll get there in the next
I
decade.
don't make no
Maybe
promise.
millennia. When I've uploaded all my thoughts in the AI and I've died, and later on,
Oh
in my
my
AI
God.
version of them, will be able to do it in 2030. At the start, he's trying. Yes, it is in this laundrette. He is trying to be Nick Cayman. This part here where he's in the laundrette.
Yes, Saul said that. Stephen said that when we were in the homework, and right, yeah.
But the thing is, even when he does that, he's not getting his undercrackers out or nothing, or even washing his underpants like they call on Black Label lads. Yes, he was the Basil Brush owner. Who was the Basil Brush owner? Who's Oscar?
It doesn't ring a bell.
Blaketon?
That name. That name doesn't ring a bell to me. It's Basil.
Oscar Blaketon.
No.
No, I'm
He
sure
was the OG.
it was Mr. What was his Basil Brush's?
Oh, that wasn't Claude Greengrass, was it? Off Heartbeat.
Oh yes, that makes so much more sense.
All right.
But another thing I've said, right, how this song was a nightmare for me beforehand. I wonder if my kids think of the now. Oh, now we've got to go to bed and school tomorrow, and it's their nightmare song, so they're gonna like hate it in the future. Not
To be
because
fair,
I'm on there. And I'm really
it's not just because it's not just because of go to bed.
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean for goodbye.
Carl saying 92 was Ernie's opinion, but he liked the decade. Yeah, well, we're going through in chronological order, but stick with us. Stick with us. Even if you don't like
we'll
it,
get there.
you and Susan are probably soulmates. There you go.
I don't have any soulmates at all.
Susan doesn't even have a soul.
No, I don't. That's true. I do not have a soul. Neither does anybody else. But
A polo neck is no competition for tighty whiteys. There you go. Nick Cayman. Oscar was the sergeant. Ah, right. Oscar was the sergeant of in Heartbeat. So thanks for that, because that went over my head. Claude Greengrass was played by Bill Maynard.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I remember
Will
Bill
Kenny's the
Maynard
sergeant
from
as well.
something else. I can't remember what, but the name rings a bell.
All I think of is Maynard wine gums when you've said that. So let's move along to Snap with Rhythm is an Answer.
Just before we move along, I'm keeping track here, right? And we've had 5 songs so far, 4 of which have been cover versions. So that's terrible. It's terrible. Like, why? Where's the new stuff? Rhythm is a Dancer. New stuff.
But it's got a sample. You're
That's
saying it's
true.
new stuff.
That's true. I don't mind a bit of a sample, but the
Because
actual
they sampled this song. I didn't know it. This song was New Calmer's Jam on the Bed.
Jam on the
What's that?
Didn't hear that.
Did you not hear it? It's
No, I didn't hear that in the Rhythm is a Dancer.
Oh well. If you slow it down to half the speed,
Oh,
No way.
that's crazy.
Wow.
But then I don't mind a sample, and they've done something different with it, so that's fine in my book.
because I was wondering, because I thought that does sound familiar, and I was like, now listen to the song, then listen back to it. I was like, I'm positive it's slow, so I slowed it down to half speed. And I was like, that's it. So they just slowed it down. So that was.
You know, when this song started, I've not heard it for a long time. You know, when it started, I thought Laney's played the wrong song here, because I thought it was going to be Call him Mr. Rainer, call him
Yeah,
Mr. Wrong, call him Mr. Vain. It started the same as that. It was a sound-alike-y. It sounded
Well,
just
I've
like
said
that.
this song, Rhythm of the Night, and Mr. Vain are all sort of lumped together for me.
Rhythm
They
of the
are.
Night.
Well, those two are definitely to me. Now they are. I only just noticed it today. I've heard this song many
Yeah,
times.
they're very lumped. They all seem very
Samey.
familiar, like producers. I don't know if it was the same producer or what, but they're all very lumped together for me.
Mm. But anyway, once it got beyond the first few notes, I knew it was there, so it wasn't the wrong song. But it just sounded very, very similar to Mr. Vain. Anyway,
I love this song though.
oh, I do
This is
too.
another classic.
Again,
This is a
fantastic.
one. It was on Best of Dance '92, and I played it and played it and played it to death. On cassette as well, so I'd have to play it, turn it over, rewind it, turn
rewind
it over, or fast forward, whichever one it was in your Walkman way. But that was it. You had to fast forward, so you had to turn it over in your Walkman because you only had to play it and fast forward. You had no rewind.
Well, I thought it was brilliant, and my comment that I wrote down after saying, "Is this Mr. Vain?" My comment that I wrote down is, "Finally, we've got a video that had some budget behind it, because the rest of them we've had so far just had no budget." And why are they on the NASA launch pad? I said to myself.
Well, that's the thing. The music video was actually filmed in Kennedy Space Station in Florida.
Why?
See them, I'm telling you, they're from another video. Like, and I want to say, Fine Young Cannibals had like people in leotards and the ball thing.
Yes.
She drives me crazy.
I'm gonna look it up because
I'm
I
sure
didn't.
because I couldn't
It's
remember.
are you not thinking New Order?
Maybe New Order. I did say that as well.
Which song are we talking about though?
Are they not part of Cirque du Soleil?
I don't know, but that just looks so familiar from another video, and I cannot.
It's New Order. It's New Order. Blue Monday.
Blue Monday.
I did say Blue Monday originally.
You did. You did say that when we were discussing it. I'm trying to find it on YouTube.
Just going back to the comments, the Gaffer or the Selwyn Foggett, maybe.
Yes, that's where I know Bill Maynard's name from. Selwyn Foggett. That he used to have a series called Selwyn Foggett back in the 70s.
Corsair Snap Rhythm as a dancer. I remember Gaffer Porky with all these parking tickets on the back seat. Yeah, it was before MP3's podcast. I think I got my first CD in probably about 1997. No, it would have been 95 because I had Best of Dance 95. I used to always get them Best of Dance.
I got my first CD in 1990, and it was the Best of Madness.
That's a good choice. Holy moly, Susan.
I was just amazed at this concept of CDs. I just thought, oh my God, this is amazing. They're indestructible. Little did I know.
Yeah.
But compared to vinyl, they seemed a lot stronger. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the New Order Blue Monday video, and I can see floating carrots, but I can't see people in leotards.
It might not be New Order Blue Monday.
Have a look at. I'm sure there's.
I'm positive if you put I'm positive it's Cirque du Soleil performance because it might be New Order and Fine Young Cannibals. They're repeating a couple of videos around that time. But yeah, but all I'm wondering, right? Did she have a ticket to do a scissor? Did she have a scissorless license to actually go on?
Yeah, to be on that cherry picker. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
So yes, did she have a license? But
tell her the camera was the other way round because she's clearly
over here, love. Over here.
Over here.
No, I can't find it on the Fine Young Cannibals one either. You'll have to do some research, Sharon, and find it because I don't know.
I'll have a look.
I don't know where that is from. It does seem familiar to me though. When you were saying it, I was like, I have seen it somewhere before. I don't know where. Anyway, I absolutely love this. I was singing and dancing along as Lainey was playing it. I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. So, what did you all think? What did you think, Lainey?
My first word is tune.
Tune in.
Again, love this song. Reminds us of my youth. in Morrison's car park down Seaburn, when all the lads used to have their cars with the music blasting. This song was one of them, and everyone was dancing in the car park in Morrison.
In the summer, they used to drive. They used to go to Morrison's car park because it used to have a petrol station, and they used to drive down, go down to one roundabout, round the roundabout, come back up, go round the next roundabout, back down. In the summer, if you had a convertible, you used to have the roof down and then super soak everyone when you're going past. They used to have super soakers and square feet.
Super soakers, aye.
Super soakers. I don't know your name.
That sounded like Shavin saying it there. Super soakers.
Again, I didn't understand the whole sort of rocket space theme for this song. I thought it would have been much better, like in a club, like because it is a dance tune. And then it was a part for me where she was kind of holding the lower stomach. And I thought she got a urine infection because she was just holding this lower part of her stomach, and I didn't get it. So, yeah, but absolute belter of a song. Absolute belter.
Yeah.
Coming full circle, just with Chris Tyler's comment, my Fest LP was Shawadi Wadi. Very heavy Shawadi Wadi bass tonight. So
yeah. Who knew that Shawadi Wadi would get so many mentions tonight?
Yeah, no one's mentioned them for 20 years, and then
we'll be number one on the search engine for Shawadi Wadi now. If you go to YouTube and type Shawadi Wadi,
no one is searching.
Who in 2025 is looking up Shawadi Wadi?
Someone will be there saying they're underrated.
Oh yeah, I'll go to watch one of their videos and like they're so underrated,
so underrated,
under-acknowledged.
Yeah, that was an on.
Stephen's saying this reminds him of the film Metropolis.
Yeah, he said that in the.
Well, I have to say, I think that woman on there is Cece Peniston.
Yeah,
what the singer?
Nothing like it.
I just think it is. I just think she was left over. They were like, "Go on, get up there, love."
Yeah. They won't know it's you, man. You kind of see her with all the jazzy images on your other stuff. But this also had 90s crap computer graphics on as well.
Yes.
It's a bit better than the ones we've seen so far, though. It is a bit better.
Oh, I didn't even see that guy run in the first time round. I was looking at the hamster wheel.
Yes. I was just going to say it's a hamster wheel, isn't it? So, Sharon, what were your thoughts?
Again, banging of a club tune. Again, it just takes you back, doesn't it? Like the 90s, just
definitely
in the club for me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
again, did have one of the worst lyrics of all time.
Yes, we mentioned this. Yes, controversial lyric. Yeah.
I'm serious as cancer when I say a rhythm is a dancer. That's why with my opening gambit, I knew I was on to a winner because I couldn't be worse than that line. With all trying to fit in all the little song titles, it cannot be worse than rhythm is a dancer.
It's still better than that rap that old MC Hammer did in Adam's Family, whatever it was.
Adam's Family Groove. They do what they want to do, say what they want to say, live how they're gonna live, play how they're gonna play, dance how they're gonna dance.
Nigel. I watched our last stream this morning just to remind myself where we were from 18 months ago. And we tore that apart, me and Lainey, that Adam's Family rap. It was terrible. It didn't rhyme. At least rhythm is a dancer, is serious as cancer. It rhymes. So it's better than that.
But Turbo B, the rapper who done that, said one of the later critics said it was worst of all time. It's only on the 7-inch version of this. On the album version, it wasn't included. So it was the more popular version, which I think won a load of awards, because he said when he first got asked to do the rhyme, he said, "No way am I singing that shit." Although he criticised the line, Turbo B went on to record it, but later stated he hated it. And that would have been upsetting because it got to number one in a hell of a lot of countries. 5 weeks at number one, second best-selling single of 1992 in the UK. Number 1 in Austria, Belgium, Europe, France, Germany, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Netherlands, and Spain, as well as the UK.
Wow.
So,
I'm not surprised because it's really good.
It is a banger of a tune again.
Even with that dodgy lyric.
That's the good thing with this side. There's been so many bangers on it. None of them have been offensive apart from Nick Berry, but you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It also in Out magazine in 2021 was in the 50 gayest songs of the 1990s.
Gayest?
What are the gayest?
Oh.
Yes.
Why is it gayest? I don't get that.
I don't know.
Really?
But yes,
all the men in the Flag Quarry suit, do you think? I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. You would have.
My only point about the Sirius's cancer thing is that the only other really options for that lyric would have been Prancer and Lancer, and it doesn't really work. You know, I'm serious. I'm serious as Prancer when I say rhythm is the dancer.
Prancer? Isn't that a reindeer?
Well, no, he didn't have to say he's serious as Prancer. What he could have said is, my favourite reindeer is Prancer, because rhythm is a dancer. There you go. See, I've reworked this.
God. Oh dear. I have to say that lyric does not offend me.
It doesn't offend me either.
It's not. I don't think it's offensive at all. There is much worse lyrics than that. For me, it's just a really shit lyric.
Wow.
On more Shawadi Nwadi news, a great Yarmouth in August.
Well, right, let's book those.
And Porky's asking.
Pretty old in the 70s, I thought. I mean, then I was a.
Well, Porky's asking. I wonder how many are.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably the son of whoever you mentioned earlier.
Probably
Mr. Bartram.
Dave Bartram.
Yeah. It's Jordan Bartram, grandson of the lead singer. Carl had a CD player what doesn't work anymore. Yes, Rhythm of the got remixed with Rhythm of the Night by Bastille in 2012. Yes, I've seen that.
Oh.
But there's a lot of songs now where they're getting remixed and they're changing the words slightly. What was the one? The Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Da.
Oh, I love that though. I love that new version of that.
The new version's actually added lyrics. Yeah. It's not like just taken away. It's added lyrics.
Yeah.
It's something.
But yeah, I know that.
All I've got is Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Da in my head, but isn't. I'm feeling all right.
Yeah.
This is the
best time of my life.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the cover versions or reason stuff as long as you do something new with it. That's fine. That's fine.
So Chris is saying him and Susan can go and watch Under the Moon of Love.
Oh,
there you go.
I mean, I met Dave Bartram, but I didn't say I liked Shawadi Wadi. That's a whole different conversation.
The funny thing was about Shawadi Wadi and the fact it's come up so much. On the 10th of April, I sent my sister a message because randomly the song had come up somehow, Under the Moon of Love, and we knew it when we were young.
We're on trend suddenly.
Yeah, we knew it when we were young, so I sent her a message saying, do you remember this? And she went, yeah, Under the Moon of Love. I always loved that, lol. And then she went away to one of the, like, Butlins or whatever it was. I can't even remember where she went. And on the 19th, so, like, 9 days later, she sent me a video of them singing Under the Moon of Love, where she went. How spooky is that? I went, that is.
You know what? I'm going to go on Twitter in a minute and they'll be #1 trending. Shawadi Wadi. Hashtag Shawadi Wadi. It'll be right now. I just know it.
Not even that. Do you know before we were saying ABBA wasn't popular until Erasure done it, and Elvis wasn't popular until such a time. What we are doing here is bringing Shawadi Wadi back into the popular face thing. The problem was they've suffered from the Jimmy Savile impression of Shawadi Wadi, what everyone used to do, and it killed their career from doing all these things. So we are bringing them back. Fuck Jimmy Savile, we're coming back. Shawadi Wadi.
I can't even remember how Shawadi Wadi got into any of these songs that we're talking about. I can't even remember why.
It was Heartbeat. They got the number 7 in the charts.
Oh my god! Well, it's because somebody said Shawadi Wadi was their first thing. Oh no, I don't know. I don't know what order it all came in. Anyway, let's fucking move on to something else.
Yes.
Right, next up we have Utah Saints.
Utah
Yo, yo,
Saints.
yo,
You,
Utah
Utah Saints. Utah. I love this.
Yes.
When you're saying that Utah Saints, when I was younger, I used to think it was you talk sense, you talk sense, not
Yeah.
Utah Saints. And that's my main thing. It's a good track. I thought it was older. I thought it was like newer than this because I think they re-released it a couple of years later. But I thought it was newer.
Right.
Back in '92. But yeah, for me, it just Utah Saints.
One with Kate Bush in it. I've never seen the video. I've never seen their version of it before. The video.
Yes, well, you're talking about this bit where it's Kate Bush in the video, which I thought was a lookalike because I was like, it's a lookalike. Yeah, Kate, that looks like Kate Bush. That, and then I read up the samples. The song contains a vocal sample from Kate Bush's Cloud Busting. So I went and watched the Cloud Busting video to try and see if I could find it. And goes, that is the same video. So I went back to the Utah and I was like, they've actually sampled the video as well as the lyrics, you know what I mean?
But Kate Bush was all in favour of it, so they've not ripped it off or anything. So
and you were saying it's one of the only samples she's released.
Yeah, she doesn't allow them samples, but she allowed this one for some reason. But they did a good job with it. I love it. I think it's great.
Well, when you're saying she's a borrow, we do have a lookalike from Lainey.
Oh, this is the best lookalike of them all.
The best one.
So come on, people. Who does? It's not a borrower. Sharon's already gone borrower.
Is anyone going to get this? Because it is.
Well, we'll say it's a cartoon character and it's not a borrower.
It's not the borrower.
So in the chat, if you know it.
Yes, someone.
Well, that's who I thought looked like Kate Bush. But it
is Kate Bush. No, it is Kate Bush. But who does she look like? Come on, Porkies. Come on, Chris. And not Stephen, because he knows the answer, because he was there when Lainey came up with it.
By the way, this wasn't a cartoon.
No, it's not a cartoon. It's not a cartoon. No, it's not a cartoon character.
It is a kids program.
Yes, and it ran from 1990 to 2000.
Yeah, children's
program.
TV, children's TV character.
It used to be on the dinner time slots. And it's not Wizardora.
I'm going to look. I don't know what years. Stig of the Dump.
I can see where you come from with that haircut.
2000 is the era of this.
Let me have a look. I don't know what.
2008, much better version. That version's where they were playing in a social club or something. I think that's when they had a big comeback. Talking a big comeback, so what do you know?
So the TV program in question, this Lucky Likey, is from 1990 to 2000.
I've said that twice.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you say it. I was way too mature to watch this program.
And what was the monitor called?
Oh, I don't know because I didn't watch it.
Was it Jim? No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. It wasn't at all. Sorry, I'll just give it a. What's the lookalike was Jim off Rosie and Jim. Who was the bloke off there? 2 seconds, I'm going to go and ask me.
Well, it says here the presenter was John Cunliffe, and then Pat
Hutchins as well, though,
and then Neil Brewer. There's just 3 different presenters over the series.
The person off,
who was the author?
What was his name? Oh, Kay doesn't know either. She doesn't know. Mrs. NEM doesn't know. So,
Physgog, is it? Physgog? I'm just looking on Wikipedia to see if I can work it out, but I don't know what Physgog is. She and Jim often refer to the boat driver as Physgog. That's what it says.
Oh, must have been Physgog.
Okay.
So the puppets have got like sensible like Rosie and Jim, and yet the person is Physgog.
And then she sometimes calls him Noggin as well. I don't know. Anyway.
But yes, back to the song. Thoughts?
Club banger.
Go on, you go
Love
first.
it. Just makes you want to rock out and rave.
Yeah.
Again, probably the start of the proper like rave music.
Yeah, it's when it started coming into the charts, didn't it? Because it was
Yeah.
it was starting to come through into the charts, and it would have been at the time when we had people going to phone boxes and phoning up to find out where these big warehouses are.
Yeah, the secret raves. Yeah.
Yeah, because actually their music video is basically them at a rave, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's lots of psychedelic colours, like, you know, Ease a Good and all that. It just makes me think that there's drugs involved.
What, you mean the 90s graphics?
Yeah.
Here we go.
No, a bit later on. Yeah, that's
it.
The psychedelic colours. But it's better than the first few videos. It's
and that is them going to find the rave, isn't it?
There's a bit
driving
of
around in the trailer cars, yeah. So that's
but only today have I discovered that the Utah Saints are not from Utah. They're from Harrogate. So we've named them the Harrogate Disciples instead of the Utah Saints.
The Betty's Tea Rumours, you know what I mean?
Betty's Tea Room in Harrogate. Yeah, they're pretty
Tea Rumours.
They are.
Oh, Stephen's saying she looks like she was about to run up a hill. There you go. She does actually in that cloud video. She does go up a hill, but there's some actor on there as well who I'm positive played like a creepy teacher or something from somewhere.
Oh, I'll have to look that up now.
He was in that video and he played someone who was, I don't know if it was in Grange Hill or something like that, but he played like a creepy teacher.
Okay, I never noticed.
I don't love this song.
Oh,
controversial.
I didn't recognize the name until I didn't recognize the song title or whatever. I'd heard of Utah Saints, didn't recognize the song title. And then as I've put, I love Kate's bits, which is probably wrong way of phrasing that, but I didn't get I liked the bit she did, but the other bits in between were a bit too much for me.
I've just looked up in Cloudbusting video, Kate's original. It's Donald Sutherland is the actor in it.
Oh wow!
So Kiefer's dad, who died recently, I believe.
Oh,
Let me just have a quick look when he died. I think he died last year, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure he did. Because when I did my end of year quiz, I did content. Yeah, he died June last year.
Yeah, didn't you say Robert Plant had died as well, though?
No, that was when you were talking about Robert Plant earlier. I didn't know whether Robert Plant had died or not, but I knew Robert Smith wasn't dead. Anyway, yeah, so Donald Sutherland died last year, and he was the one in Cloudbusting. So I don't know what you're thinking of there.
Yeah, there was something. He just seemed really scary and everything like that. But I'm just wondering, do you know when Lainey didn't recognise that if she thought the same thing as me, where she didn't associate with Utah Saints, she just thought it was also Utah Sense. It's our accent, like when she says quote and quote, you know what I mean?
No, Neil, that was just you.
It's not just me, it's the YouTube automatic wording as well, isn't it?
Yeah, if you probably say Utah Saints, then that's what Google will say. It'll be different, won't it? Because they don't get us. But yeah, not my. No, I don't love it. I like the bits.
Ah, I love it.
Steven's agreeing with you as well.
Me too. It's a banger.
Yeah.
It is. It's great. I
It was used a lot.
You're just too young for it, Lainey, at the time. Too
I
young.
was 16. That's not too young for this type of stuff.
It is a bit too young to be out clubbing, like me and Sharon.
Yeah, but you were like, like the charts were life. You know what I mean? Back then.
Yeah, that's true. They were.
Charts were life. In my head, I'm going, football is life. Anyone who's watched Ted Lasso will get that. Anyway.
I've never seen it.
I've never
No,
seen it.
I was just gonna say it was very heavily used that year because it was used during the coverage of the opening ceremony in Barcelona's Olympics, and also used as Carlton TV's pre-launch trailer as well.
Carlton TV. That's a blast from the
Wow,
past.
yeah.
That would have taken over from who would have been your TV provider before Carlton? Then was it something like ATV or
In the Midlands, ATV. Yeah. I think it was
So, yeah.
ATV. Yeah. I didn't think
So-
Carlton was in the Midlands, though. I thought Carlton was somewhere else. Because in the Midlands, we had ATV and Central TV. But
Central?
I don't know what Carlton, whether they took over.
Carlton not take over London Weekend Television or something like that.
Yeah, I think that was London. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, all those regional TV stations, they've all gone now, haven't they?
Yeah, Graf was the one that sprung to mind when you started talking.
And then there was London Weekend Television, and then Anglia TV, where they did Sail of the Century. Remember that?
We'll not talk about that place.
Well, Angular.
Angular, yeah.
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 And Tyne Tees with the tube. That was our big thing up here. The tube.
Oh, was
Tyne Tees
it?
from, I think it was on Channel 4 though, but it was from Tyne Tees television studios.
I didn't realise that. I remember it on Channel 4 because it was always so controversial and
But
there was
Chris
that-
Cowley, who was the producer on that, ended up going and doing reviving Top of the Pops in the 90s.
Ah, yeah.
Cole's just said Carlton was London,
Yeah.
So yeah, this song got to number 4 in the charts, 36th best-selling song, and I've put on here it was re-released in 2008 and only got to number 8 that year. So moving on from a dance tune. The thing is, these tunes are all out of place because you've had like Heartbeat and then Utah Saids and now you've got the Cure. It's they haven't really formatted how you do stuff yet, have they?
They always put like some of the bigger songs at the beginning of these albums, though, don't they? And
They
these
front load them,
I think we're having some of the best, so we're probably going to get some dire ones in the next couple of weeks.
I've seen the next one.
I've not looked, so I don't know. I did see Jimmy Nail on your preview thing here, though.
Yeah,
so
Jimmy Nail.
Yeah, we've got
he's
that.
coming up.
Lying. Don't listen to what she's lying. That's all.
Oh yeah, I remember that. She's lying.
Oh, nobody
lying.
else, and that's true.
He's a Geordie
are
like you
lying.
lot, isn't he? He's a Geordie like you lot.
Just rude.
He speaks different. He speaks different. Classic alert. This and The Boys Don't Cry are two of my favourite Cure songs. This just reminds me so much of MTV, says Will.
Ah, I love this. I absolutely love it. I love Robert Smith. I think it's amazing. It's fantastic, this one.
Oh, I forgot to put in because there's the part of the song where he does the like he just in the middle of the song just goes randomly like.
Oh, did the opening when we heard this earlier? I mean, I play this on my shuffle, on my music app thing all the time, but just actually seeing the video and hearing it at the same time, it gave me shivers. It's so good. I absolutely love this. Adore it. It's amazing. It's a winner.
It is a classic again.
Yeah.
Even now, people, it gets played now.
Yeah,
The video's
I love
amazing.
the song as well. I think it's just a happy and uplifting song,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It is.
It's not too serious, just happy, uplifting. But I thought it was all. Do you know how I thought Utah Saids was younger? I thought this was an 80s tune.
Yeah. When I saw it on the list today, I looked it up because I thought, I'm sure that came out early, but no, it didn't. It came out in 92.
Because I think there was a Cure song which we covered, which had been re-released.
Yes, yeah.
Later on, and I thought, had this done the same where on the back of another song they've thought we'll re-release that because it's one of our best songs. And I was like, oh no, it's just like it was the second single from the 9th studio album. And I was like, so. But it won the 1992 Viewers' Choice for Best Music Video from NEM TV Music Awards.
Oh, the video is amazing. I love the video too. It was just like chaotic and crazy. And we looked it up, and it's based on some 1907 black and white film, which I have since gone and watched, which was also pretty crazy. I have
Yeah.
to say. I won't go into it, but it was a bit crazy. Yeah. I just
Basically, the moon and the sun had sex.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it was consensual or not. It just looked a bit wrong.
Is that how stars are born?
That's what somebody said. I read the comments and somebody said, and that, children, is how the stars and the comets came to be, or something like that. But yeah, this is just brilliant. And yeah, I can't say more than that. Absolutely loved it. Everything about it.
Yeah, again, not an offensive song. Like you say, happy. And the video is, again, I wrote down fun chaos because it just looked mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, if it was on the radio in the car, I wouldn't turn it off.
Oh my God, it's more than that. It's like, I'd turn it up. It's so good. I don't know why on their drum they've got The Cure's though. It says it's got an S on the end. Did you notice?
I seen something written about that, but I haven't got it down here. It's something to do with the. I don't know if it was one of their early gigs. They got called The Cures, so it was like a play on that. You know what I mean? Right, well, a bit like Thin Lizzy weren't originally called Thin Lizzy.
Weren't they?
They were called Tin Lizzy.
Were they?
Oh,
Yeah, but the Northern Irish. So when you say a Tin Lizzy,
Tin. It's Tin Lizzy.
Tin Lizzy, and so that's how they become Thin Lizzy.
That's hilarious.
Tin Lizzy's a gun. Tin Lizzy's a gun.
I didn't know that.
And so that's how they become, and I think that's what they're doing. But Robert Smith said he described it in 1992 that to throw your hands in the air, let's get happy kind of record. It's very naive, happy type of pop song, and it is. And they said it was it's like a break from because they're known as a goth band, you know what I mean? They just want to do something where uplifting, you know. So
yeah, well, it's definitely brilliant.
What's your thoughts, Lainey?
Absolutely love the song. Absolutely love the song. And where everyone else loves the video, I find it a bit nuts, to be fair. Like there was so much going on that I didn't know where to look, which I found quite disorientating. And then suddenly Oliver Hardy comes back from the dead, which is kind of weird. And so the busyness of it really just got to me. The background, everything just kept changing, and I didn't know where to look. So that was, and maybe if I watched it a few more times, it will be okay. Do you know what I mean? But I do love the song. Absolutely, do love the song, and I really do like his voice as well. So
it's lovely.
This is a lot of the video clips what I've just put in there, where it's just the video just cut up and just speed it up because, like you say, it is just chaos. Video. It's just speed up chaos.
But I think that's all part of the brilliantness of it. Do you know what I mean? The video is chaos, and it just makes it all just great fun. I just love it. What the hell's he got on his head?
And Susan wanted to know who it was on his T-shirt.
Yeah, I've been looking at that T-shirt. I've been looking at that T-shirt for decades, and I still haven't worked out who's on the T-shirt.
Oh, right, okay.
Because I've seen this video before, and I still don't know who's on the T-shirt. I should Google it, really. Maybe Google will tell me the answer.
Again, he's has to get a kind of a clear shot of it.
But there isn't.
Yeah, is it not just a random... do you know what it probably is? Knowing these, he's probably just went to, screen print or somewhere and says, there's a photo of my family when I'm younger. I want that on a T-shirt.
I was wondering whether it's a T-shirt of The Cure. You know, that would be,
Yeah.
To have his own T-shirt on.
But at the beginning, that person hanging around on the Rocky Horse, that bloke there, he's the producer of this.
Yes,
thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like you say, it's just absolute chaos.
It's from a 1932 film called The Freaks, apparently. That's what someone's wrote.
What, the T-shirt?
The T-shirt.
Yeah, Todd Brennan film.
Okay.
Freaks from 1932.
I'll have to go and look that one up now.
That's what Reddit said anyway.
Oh, Reddit, okay.
Yeah.
This song got to number 6 in the UK charts, 18 in the Billboard charts.
That's a dodgy looking pint he's got there as well.
Yeah.
It's like piss.
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised at the end of one of this chaotic video. They've probably just gone, "Oh, everyone just doing in there, right? Here you go, mate."
Stephen's joke as reference to me last night.
He got his makeup tips from the guitar playing woman in Robert Plant.
Because I called him Robert Plant instead of Robert Smith.
But that's not Robert Plant who does that video with the women.
Robert Palmer.
That's Robert Palmer. No, you people need to sort out your Roberts. You don't know which Robert's which.
I haven't got it, but I don't have a clue about Robert.
Do you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to settle this with the Robert World Cup.
Oh, God.
Who's the best Robert?
There's
the
only
best
3
Robert?
famous Roberts, and I can't get any of them right.
Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Robert Maxwell. Do you remember him? Yeah, he was a wrong
Oh
one.
yeah, but
He was a
he
bad
wasn't
Robert.
a singer, though, was he?
He wasn't
He
a
might
singer,
qualify by default because we need an even number.
no. We do.
Yeah.
Who else is there? Robert Robinson. Do you remember him? Call My Bluff. I'm thinking of famous Roberts now.
Yeah, there was that Bobby bloke.
Rob Newman, Bobby
yeah,
Davro.
but that's cheating. You're going to get accused of cheating again with your ice cream Olympics. You can't have Robs. It's got to be Robert.
Ice Lolly World
But
Cup.
can you have Bobs?
No Bobs.
No,
Oh,
Only-
but you're missing
only
out some great
Robert.
ones. Bob Holness, Bob Carol G's. You've got all
No.
Bob,
Bob Carroll G.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob
He's
Monkhouse.
Bob's your uncle.
You're scraping the bottom of the Bob barrel now, aren't you?
Bob
Robert
Hook.
Sooth was in Sushi and the Banshees before he was in the what? Robert Smith was in the Sushi and the Banshees before he was in the Cure.
Was he?
Okay, that's
Didn't know
interesting.
that.
Bob's your uncle. Oh, Porky's. Porky went to see a band called The Prevention. They were better than The Cure.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Robert Lindsay. Yeah, he's a good
yes,
Robert.
yes, Robert Lindsay.
Yeah, look, there's more
Robert-
Roberts out there than you think. Right, after you've done your ice
Robert,
cream
was it
Olympic.
Robert Wagner? Was it Robert?
Yes,
Robert
oh
Wagner,
yeah,
yes.
Robert
yes.
Wagner.
What was the show that he was in the 80s? What was that
After
called?
Heart.
Yes, Heart to Heart. That's it. Well done.
I've got one
And
for
Heart
Leonie
Attack,
here.
That's a bit weird.
I've got one for Leonie here. Patrick Roberts.
Yes. right,
Who's
Patrick
that?
Roberts.
Who's that?
He's a footballer. No,
Look,
Oh.
you can't have Roberts. That's not a Robert.
Oh, so yes,
Actually,
but if you can't
Roberts
have
like
Roberts,
the
you're missing
Pussycat
out
Dolls.
Elsa Roberts and Alf Roberts. See,
I
to have
know.
Roberts, you could have
Then-
Alf Roberts. You
This
Flying
is
Galah.
why- This is why
Truth.
your ice cream Olympics or whatever it is like causing controversy because you can't stick to the rules.
Yeah, Robert Smith was in Sushi and the Banshees.
Oh wow!
Good
Well, I'm glad-
knowledge there, Cole.
I'm glad he got out and created the Cure.
So moving on to our final song before the
Oh my God, this
Look-
one we went down a
before the lookalike Olympics.
we went down a right rabbit hole with this
Yes.
one. We've seen
Oh.
3 versions of this today. I've been singing it all afternoon since. The days of Pearly Spencer.
Yeah, but when you sing the Daisy Pearly Spencer, do you actually sing the Daisy Pearly Spencer, or do you start singing?
Tenement, a dirty street, walk to warm by shoeless feet. Each side is long and so complete. Watch
Donald, where's your trousers?
Oh wow!
No,
Wow.
that's a travesty.
It
No,
sounds like Donald, where's your... The winds
No,
go
it's
high and the winds
not.
blow go through the
No.
streets of stereo. All the lasses say hello.
Donald, where's your truth?
Oh,
It's just
wow.
the same song. I'm sorry, it's the same song. It's Donald, where's your trousers?
No,
You just ruined it now, Nigel. Thank you very much.
you have ruined it. Oh my God. I love this song. I think it's brilliant.
Did. I think it was brilliant.
But you know the one you linked where he's singing it live on some chat show, probably Parkinson or something.
Yeah. Pebble Mill, yeah.
He's wearing a really weird shirt, and I can't keep my eyes off it. It's all bunched up around his chest. It's like he's got breasts under there or something.
Yeah, it was
It's like
weird.
it's got feathers.
It was
Like that?
distracting me. It was
Yes.
distracting me. I couldn't concentrate on it.
It's like the shirt of The In-Between is what Neil ends up getting, where it's too jazzy. And
I've not seen
it is
that.
like...
not
It's
seen
very ruffled.
I was going to say it's almost like ruffly, stretchy, ruffly.
Yes.
It is, but it's not pulled it down right, or it's not been sewn right because
I think it looks like feathers.
It's not lying right on his body. It's just there's something wrong about it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it just looks like he's got boobs.
Yeah. So that distracted me a lot from the song, I have to say.
But you said you've found the actual.
Well, when
music video.
Lainey started this, I said, "Stop it, Lainey, stop!" Because I remember a video of this song, and Sharon piped up and said she remembered it as well. And we went looking, and we found the video, which is he's not in it. He's not in the video. It's about a homeless man living on the streets. And dreaming about his previous life when he was happy and had a daughter and a wife. And then the daughter and the wife, all grown up daughter, turn up and they're all reunited at the end. And it's like a happy ending. And Stephen got quite emotional watching it.
Yeah, there was some weird guy sat in the car, wasn't there? It was like...
Yeah, it was very creepy. I didn't like the video, I have to say. It was really weird. The guy in it looked like bloody Rasputin or something. He was so weird. But the song, I really like it. Others have different opinions, I have to say.
Again, for me, this particular video, the first one we watched, where it was like the orchestra. The orchestra in that is good, but it just drowns him out, and it just and as Stephen said, just for me, it wasn't quite in time.
Yeah,
and it was kind of drowned out. So I think the video and listening to the audio on that is better.
Yeah. Have you seen Chris Tyler says, has he got a pointy bra on when you've seen he's got boobs?
Possibly,
yeah.
Because it was the fashion of the time, wasn't it? The pointy bra. So that's probably why he's looking a bit bunched up there. But yeah, this version, I liked it, but I was a bit distracted by the orchestra and his boobs. So
well, the original version.
But then we went and watched the original. You're about to talk about. We went and watched the original, and I have to say the original is way better.
So much better.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's really good.
This one, he wrote an additional verse to give it a more optimistic tone. This one, the original one doesn't have that.
No.
But your thoughts, Lynn?
Mine's not very good, my thoughts. So basically, I thought he sounded terrible. I thought especially there was a part where it went a bit dramatic, and he was doing all that sort of hand, Shirley Bassey hands. And the prior to that, I thought it sounded terrible. I thought his voice was terrible, and everything. It did sound a little bit better after that dramatic bit. I don't know why, but then, like they said, when we went on to look at the other ones, obviously the video version, because he'd had editing done to his voice, etc., that did sound better. But I don't think the song suits his voice anyway. And then when you go on to the original singer, there's a when he sings the verses on the original song, it sounds brilliant. When he does the chorus part, it sounds like he's singing through a tannoy, and I really don't like it.
Oh, I think it's great.
Yes,
that was because it was recorded down the telephone.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, because the bits where he was on the telephone was good. It was the bit where he was singing into a mic above his guitar. It sounded like someone singing down a tannoy. It was a bit odd.
Right. Has he not just got one of them cheap ones, where you just press the button in and it's just a speaker on a thing? What you give your kids. You've probably bought one for your kids, Lee, and your Sharon, and you've given them it, and you've gone, oh Jesus Christ, why don't I buy this? Actually, you'll have not bought them. It'll be an auntie or uncle or one of your friends, and you've gone, why have you bought this? And you go, oh, 10 minutes, the batteries have run out. Hide them, right? Oh, batteries have run out. Never mind. Oh.
And then it disappears forever.
It disappears. Oh, you must have left it somewhere.
Oh,
and then they'll go into the bin and go, I found it. Oh.
My brother had one of them Home Alone voice changing things. Yeah, it was so annoying.
But I think that Lainey didn't like that bit, but I think that made that original, not made the whole thing, because he still had a great voice, but it made it so weird and I don't know, very 60s sounding. But spooky as well. And I just think it added so much to the song. I loved it. I loved the original.
Yeah, I think this is the case. Again, I think it's an okay cover, like for like not when it's live, not that particular live. But again, I think the original, like, it's great. I love the singing down the telephone bit, like in the verses. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good. But I mean, I really like this Mark Harmon version as well. But I've got a soft spot for Mark Harmon. I love him. I think he's great. So maybe that's my bias. I don't know. But I think it's really good. Even the live one, I liked it. So, you know.
Got to number 4 in the UK charts.
Yeah.
But also, this is my lookalike for the video. To sort of start off the lookalike Olympics.
Well, go on then. Let's see.
Who does Mark Harmon look like?
Oh, what, in that picture there?
In this picture here.
It looks like,
In-betweeners.
it looks like Mark Harmon.
No, it does look like Neil off the In-Betweeners, but no, it's older and more kids orientated.
Older and more kids.
Older and more kids.
Not well, he is older than Neil off the In-Betweeners. It's like it's around this time towards from about now to the late 90s. More Americans kids TV show.
Oh, I would have a clue. I wasn't watching kids TV.
Is he one of those 4 blokes? What's those blokes' names?
I don't know.
Oh, the kids. I'm just thinking kids entertainers of 90s. Let's see, I don't know.
Is it the Ninja Turtles? I don't know. I wasn't watching.
Anyone in the chat?
No.
Go on, people in the chat. I don't think there's anyone left in the chat.
I think even when you say the answer, I won't even know who it is. Because in the 90s, I was mature, not watching kids
If
TV.
I say, hello, Mr. Breakfast,
means nothing to me.
No.
No,
it's not Majua.
Majua? Who's Majua?
It's Ali G.
No, not Ali G. Not Frank.
Well, you said
Butcher.
Majua, so I went Majuli in my head.
Majua.
It's Pee Wee Herman.
Oh
No.
Do you know, I do actually know who that is, and I can actually see that a little bit.
I
Yeah,
can see it too. I can't
No.
see
see
it.
a little bit of it,
I
but
can't see it.
it's not as anywhere near as good as the Lucky Likeys we found.
Well, let's get on to them. Come on, put your heart on your sleeve or whatever. So the first one is from DC Peniston's Finally video.
Who does that look like? Somebody who was in the news this weekend. Yesterday in the news, big time. This guy.
Oh, Will Smith.
No, not Will Smith.
Not
what
Will
the-
Smith.
Just think about what happened on TV last night.
I
A
can
bit
see,
of a clue.
I can see
It's not
someone else
Vladimir
in it
Putin
now.
or Zelensky. It's not Putin, Zelensky, or
I
Donald
can
Trump.
see
Yes,
Chris Tyler's got it.
Chris got it. Chris, what did you say, Lena? You can see who?
I can see what's his name? Actor Jamie Foxx. I can
Oh,
see
yeah.
Jamie Foxx now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
Shoot. Look, isn't he handsome? I love Shoot.
he's got a lovely smile.
He's gorgeous.
Like someone else. now.
Steven can see him.
His name for anyone who can't pronounce it is Shutigatwa.
Or just cutie. That's
Or
what I
Cutie.
call him.
Lena calls him Cutigatwa, which is very appropriate. Yeah.
Gatwa.
And the next one is this lady. And there's 2 lookalikes for this.
He's
Oh
not.
no, he's not. He's not the
Not
worst
the
Doctor
worst.
Who.
He's not. He wasn't Doctor Who. He was the Doctor. Please get that right. The character. I hate anyone who calls it Doctor Who. But he wasn't the worst. The worst is back in the 80s. Colin Baker. Rubbish. Anyway,
Yeah, I can see Madonna. Yeah, I get that.
I said
Yeah,
that,
Madonna,
didn't I?
it's
No, it's
not
that
Madonna.
after.
See, I can see Donna Air.
who?
Donna Air?
He was in Baker Grove.
Oh, I don't know who that is. I wasn't watching that one.
Oh, I think we got a winner.
Kylie Minogue's one, and there's another one.
There's another one. Kylie was who I saw. Kylie was my lucky likey for this one.
Mine's a bit.
Oh.
I instantly saw Kylie there.
Oh,
Mine's a bit.
Carl saying Billy was in a ABBA tribute band. I think that's an ABBA thing, whatever.
Oh yeah, that ABBA Megamix one.
ABBA Mania.
That
Aramania, that was it.
yeah. I didn't know Billy Piper was in that though. Yeah, but Lainey came up with another lucky likey for this one. Think of a mega hit.
Wilson, only Geordies would know who Donna Eyre is.
Yeah.
She actually got arrested for shoplifting in Asda at Gosforth. Like she didn't get arrested. I used to work at Asda at another place, and you used to have to go through to Gosforth, and there's a security guard there, and he used to say, if you suspect someone of shoplifting, make sure you never take your eye off them, because it's happened to me before where I followed a girl and I thought she was quite well known and famous. She was in a soap. Let's say our initials is DA and our first name's Donna. And it was just like, oh, Jesus Christ. You might as well say, it's Donna Ray. He's a signed photo of her after I apologise to her.
I've never heard that name before in my life. I have no idea who that is. Donna.
No, me, I've never heard it before.
Never.
No,
the other lookalike for this one is somebody from Denmark and had a big hit in the 90s.
She loved the Saturday.
Pretty much a one-hit wonder, I'd say.
Oh, she is a one-hit wonder. She had
come on.
number 3s. No, Another Day with You.
What? What's that? What's that?
Well, you got me wrong, and I can do it alone. Now I'm feeling fine. It got to number 3 in the charts.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. In your dreams. Okay.
Just wait.
Plus, I said this was. I didn't say this was her. I said this was her mother.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's no clue. That's not going to help anybody.
To be honest.
Porky's got it. Whitfield, yeah, that's one. Saturday.
It weren't really the like she looked like her. It was more just the hairdo that made me think.
The hairdo to me says "allo allo."
Oh.
Can you remember Helga?
Yeah.
And there's Kylie as well.
Yeah.
So this one is already been mentioned, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's from the same video. That one is.
Yeah,
yeah, it's the same video. It's KWS. Please don't go.
Please
don't go.
Don't go. Don't go.
So does anyone know?
I don't know if this is the same woman as in the previous picture because I couldn't tell if it was the same woman.
Yeah, I think you can't really tell because the color balance is terrible against a white background. Erasure had the same problem, and these have the same problem.
Well, it's
not Billy Piper.
That's why
they're doing these cheap videos in that white studio. Yeah. That's why. Oh, Chris Tyler saying Billy Piper. Hang on to that name. It might come back later.
Yeah.
But no, not Billy Piper for this one.
Not Billy Piper.
We've just said it. It's like the same as the previous one.
Yeah.
I think it's the same woman, you know.
I think it might.
I think it possibly is because, like, you just put like
it is Kylie Minogue again. Oh, there you go, Chris Tyler, Kylie. And then we have got.
Oh, this is
Gary Barlow. There's 2 lookalikes again for Gary.
2 different ones. Who does he look like?
Interesting, Gary.
Oh, shut up!
I'll give you a clue to one of them. He's more cooler than him. You could say he's cool as.
He's double cool. He's double cool with his song.
And
boiled rice
in the movie, he's on a motorbike and he goes to this girl. Hey, drop the 0 and get with the hero.
What's that?
It's a film called Cool as his.
I was thinking of the other one, the cool one, the other like cool one.
No, Van Winkle.
Because of his name.
Chris Packham, yeah.
Linda
It's the hair. It's the hair. The hair that all had the same haircuts. That all had the same hairdresser.
Oh my God, Linda Evangelista.
No,
come on. This is just an excuse to not Gary again. This is more Gary bashing. I'm not having it. Not having it.
Well, he can't help he got bloody head like a toilet brush.
He still looks. He's always looked about 30, even when he's probably like early
Yeah.
20s here, doesn't he?
I think he was
still
about
looks
20 here,
old.
and he does look middle-aged, doesn't he? He does look.
Yeah.
He's on a bit.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever seen him where he won like a competition where he wrote a song and sang it? Well, he didn't win a competition. He comes second.
Oh.
Where he was playing. It was like a Christmas song talent contest on BBC or something. And he had his jumper on. He looked about 40 on there.
I've
And he
never
was
seen
about
that.
50. Shall I start putting them out the misery? Right, the film I'm thinking of is Cool as Ice. Van Winkle. If you've never seen a film and you want to see one of the worst best films ever, or worst films, it is so bad.
Best film ever.
Worst best film ever.
I've never seen that, but this guy who's the Lucky Likey, I've never seen him in anything. I mean, I know who he is. I've heard his name.
Oh,
I've never seen any.
You're talking about the other one. I'll do an impression and they'll get it straight away. If he dies, he dies. There you go. Vanilla Slice, yes.
Vanilla
Slice.
Yeah, that's the one I thought you were talking about. Ice Ice Baby.
That's who I was talking about.
I'm confused. All I can say is I'm confused.
He's got a film called Cool as Ice where he goes to some girl.
Oh,
yeah, it goes, drop the zero and get with the hero. It's basically like Footloose, but rather than going to a town which is banned dancing, he goes to a town which is like stuck in the 50s. Nick Berry would have fitted in basically because there's loads of like the squares, you know what I mean? They're like
there's waterfalls with girls brushing their hair.
Yeah, well, he comes in his gang on a motorbike and they start doing dancing and like.
See, I didn't have any clue that Vanilla Ice had done any acting. So when you started talking about acting, I thought you meant the other Lucky Likey.
No.
Okay.
That's very, very loose acting, I would say.
Okay.
It's probably, is it Golden Raspberries or whatever? He probably won one of them.
It's the kind of acting that singers do when they're offered an acting job and they can't actually act, but they've been offered the job because they've had a hit single or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Nick Berry of singers. It's like the role reversal.
The role reversal, yeah.
So there is another lookalike for this, and like I said,
we've not seen the Vanilla Ice one yet.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if it's Vanilla Ice. I might spoil it.
You might spoil it.
It is Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, look, that is Vanilla Ice's twin brother, isn't it?
God, Vanilla Ice is like Johnny
Grant.
Oh, sugar!
Oh, you get away!
I bet you're right. I bet you're right. My impression of that one was brilliant, though. If he dies, he dies.
I've never seen Dolph Lundgren in anything.
Not in Rocky. Wasn't he in Rocky?
I've never seen Rocky.
Never seen Top Gun?
No, I've never seen Top Gun.
Shit.
It's just films like that don't appeal to me. So I just think, why do I waste?
Rocky's a brilliant film.
But I don't want to watch a film about boxing. Sorry, that's why I never watch.
It isn't about boxing. It's about a guy who is down on his luck and fights for a world title and nearly gets it, and he's only lost. And it was just like, heartache. But it's a love story, and it's got his dog in.
I just know that Sylvester Stallone is a bad actor. I just know he is.
Since I missed that in Rocky.
It's about running up a lot of stairs and not
dogging if he's going out with Adrian and like parking his car up and beating the horn and loads of guys come over. Adrian! It's not like that.
Sylvester Stallone is now a big friend of Trump, and so I will never ever watch it because of that reason now. So it's all done. It's all dead to me now. But I don't want to watch a film about boxing. So
it's not. But did you know he couldn't afford to? Was it finance that film? So he sold his dog to finance the film, or to live somewhere. So he had to sell his dog so he could survive and like live somewhere. So he ended up the first time when he got a paycheck from Rocky, he went and bought his dog back.
Who the hell's buying dogs? Who's buying dogs? That's what I want to know.
Yes, you sound like who's buying dogs? You sound like you're doing a line from Snatch or something. Buying dogs. Dogs. Do you want a dog? Next one. Here we go. Been mentioned a few times.
Yeah.
This
Think
one
in
is
the
from.
news.
This is from the Take That video. She was the girl walking around the.
Yeah, and nobody saw it till I screenshot it and sent them it.
When you
And then they were
screenshotted
like,
it, we all
"Oh,
agreed.
yeah."
Oh, yeah. Nobody's looking at her in that video, Lainey, except you. Everyone else is looking
Yeah.
at Howard's chest and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
No.
Well, Chris Tyler's getting it already. It is
Yeah,
Billy
it's
Piper.
great,
That
yeah,
is a really
Billy
that
Piper.
is
Billy Pippin.
proper. But as well, she's when you said the girl in the music video, she's the girl who walks out the gym because she's sick of the lads not practicing, not tidying up weights, just prattling around, got the stereo on
Yeah,
too loud.
dancing in the boxing ring.
Yeah, dancing in the boxing the boxing ring, not dancing in the boxing ring. And that's the last look you like.
That's it. We found
Yeah,
quite a
that's
few
it.
though. We found quite a few today.
Thank you. But unfortunately, my gammy eye couldn't cope with it. It looks even worse. God, I don't know if it's the light or whatever. But yes, so that is all 9 songs.
Yeah,
So it comes down.
5 cover versions and 4 new songs, but even the few new ones had samples in them. So there's not much new material here tonight, is there?
No. Again, not hideous covers, some of them.
Oh no, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying there's lots of covers in there.
So anyone who might be new here as well, what we do at the end, you pick your best and your worst song and put it in the comments, and I'll keep record. And then do I usually put post on somewhere or somewhere else?
Oh, your thing that I watched today, the last one you did, you were like, oh, I posted it on Instagram, I posted it on Facebook, and you can put it in the comments here.
Yeah, you've got your group, haven't you?
You had a
Yeah,
group.
the group. Yeah, there's a group on Facebook if you search for that's what I call live stream. There's also a channel NEM. I do it loads of places. I can't remember. It's been that long. It's been 18 months. A very long time.
I've
So
moved since then.
So while the chat picks theirs and puts theirs in, I'll go around.
Okay. Go on then.
Who wants to go first?
Me?
We'll go
Go on, Lainey.
Okay. So I've got I really love Please Don't Go, because obviously it's like a youth thing, but I have to give best song to Rhythm is a Dancer because it's just an epic tune, and it just immediately takes you back, kind of thing. And then for worst, whilst I don't like the Heartbeat song exactly, it has memories of my childhood, and that's kind of like, making my parents the worst, so I can't do that. So I actually chose Mark Almond because I thought his voice was awful
you
on
really
that
didn't
song.
like that one, did you? You really did not.
And I really thought he spoilt the song. I didn't think the song suited his voice. I thought when I heard the original version, the original version,
Mary.
It was so much better, especially in the verses. So yeah, I am giving it to Mark Almond.
Right, there, don't. Susan.
You talking to me or Sharon?
No, I'm not you.
Well, as per my own personal rules, I have to rule out 5 of these songs instantly because they're cover versions, and I can't award best song to a cover version. I'm sorry. So Erasure, I liked it, cover version. Please Don't Go, it was all right, cover version. Take That, I loved it, cover version. Heartbeat, absolute shite, cover version. And Mark Almond, I loved it, cover version. So I can't have any of them. So of the rest, I love them all. I love all of the other 4. However, the best one by far is, of course, The Cure. And that song is just perfect in every way. I love it, and nothing beats it for me. As for the worst, cover versions can be counted in the worst because
that's just breaking your own rules.
No, it's not breaking my rules, because doing a cover version is actually like, a bad thing, because unless you do something good to it, that is. And the worst cover version of them all is, of course, Heartbeat. It's absolute shite. The guy can't sing. He just took an opportunity that was offered to him. Good for him, but it's an absolute terrible song. Or terrible version of a song, I should say.
Not as good as Shawadi Wadi, is it?
Under the moon everywhere.
Sharon, let's get to you.
Well, again, it's a good side. This good songs, not a bad cover version, really. Again, except for Heartbeat, it's a bit shite, but it's good memories. The Sunday night thing. So I don't know if I can go with that. The best again. Oh, hard. There's so many good ones. I think the best one for me has got to be Utah Saints, because it is just, I think, the sort of spark of the rave era, and as you said, the secret raves and stuff. And I was a raver back in my day, so I think Utah Saints is the best. And I'm gonna have to go, I think, with, and I'm gonna be controversial. I think it's gonna be The Erasure, Take a Chance on Me as my worst. It just did my head in. It was bland. It was just not as good as everyone hypes it up to be.
Do you like ABBA, by the way, Sharon?
Yeah, I do like ABBA. I don't like Mamma Mia. Don't traumatize me with Mamma Mia, the film.
I hate that film.
No.
I agree.
ABBA, yes.
No, but you like ABBA. Yeah, I just wondered.
But I just think it was just bland. It was just nothing to it.
Fair point.
So yeah, so worst for me is Erasure, and the best one is Utah Saints.
I'm going to agree with Sharon with Erasure, because that Erasure song, I just think, like you say, it's very black. It's a karaoke version, which is dull, and they had to put that middle, then, you don't have it in the middle, just to go, oh, God, sorry, I was drifting off there. You've caught me attention again.
Yeah.
If you've ever listened to Pulp's album after different class, there's a song on there which it's the last song, and they play a note, and the note carries on for about 3 or 4 minutes, and we used to always put it on the jukebox. If you were leaving the refectory at college, you used to put that on, because that song used to play, and then this note, and you would go, oh God, it's that song. The note would play, and then it would just become background noise. Then all of a sudden, after 3 or 4 minutes, Jarvis Cocker would just then go, bye-bye. And then all of a sudden, you would hear that note again, because you would forget about it, and it would just bring us back in. And that's what this Now Then, or whatever it is, does to this song, just wakes you up and brings you back in. For my best song, I'm going to have to go with 1992 School Disco, first year comprehensive, KWS.
Oh, no.
I love that tune. I loved it.
No. Controversial.
Someone should ask Nick Hills his thoughts on this and see where his heartbeat comes.
Oh, I think it'll be his worst.
I think Nick will put it his worst. So anyone who's watching the replays or anything, put it in the comments below, or even if you're watching now, you can put it in the replay. This is where you get double points, because you can go and put extra ones in the replay on here, and then I'll put something on Instagram, I'll put something on X, maybe, Blue Sky,
Oh, I won't go on X, just out of principle.
Instagram. That's why I've got Blue Sky as well.
Facebook. What's Blue Sky? I must be totally out of the loop. What the hell is Blue Sky?
When they were going to shut down TikTok, didn't Blue Sky sort of become the thing or something for 5 minutes?
No, Blue Sky was an alternative to Twitter.
Oh, I thought that was Threads or something.
Oh no, I've got a Threads as well. That's on
get it on Threads as well, and get it on Threads.
I'll get it on them all. They'll be on them all.
All the socials.
So you can. It's on all the socials. Yes, MySpace, Bebo,
MySpace,
Musically,
Friends Reunited.
MySpace, Friends Reunited. That's really old.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go down the group chat. So we've got Will, who has the best is The Cure.
Good.
And worst is Erasure as well.
Oh.
Tonight.
Then we have Stephen, what says the best is Snap.
Yeah, good.
And the worst is Heartbeat. Porky's gone Utah Saints.
Very good.
And then Nick Burry, again. Snap and Mark Armand. Worst Mark Armand. Best is Snap, which takes the lead. So at the moment, in the worst category, we have a tie. We have 3 for Rager and 3 for Nick Berry and 2 for Pearly Spencer. So if you want to change that, look out on the social over the next couple of days. I'll post where you can put your votes in there. Also, for the best song at the moment, in 3rd place is KWS with 1 vote. In 2nd place is Utah Saints and the Q with 2 votes each. But out in the lead with 3 points is Snap with Rhythm is a Dancer.
It is a good tune.
It is a good tune, yeah.
Wilson and Blue Sky's a loony version of X.
Bloody hell. X is loony enough. Sorry, loonier than X is going to be like absolute nuts.
I feel like I'm being offended here, Lunia.
Loony.
Google.
Yes, so the next time we'll cover the next, I don't know if it's 8 or 9 songs, because there's something like 38, so there's like 8 on some and 9 on the other or whatever. Next time, and it's not next Sunday, it's a Sunday after. I can't do next Sunday.
Right.
So it'll be the Sunday after. So yes, thank you everyone for coming along. Thank you, Will, Stephen, Porky, Chris. Who else is still might be in? I've said Porky, I've said Will, Nia, you've probably gone to bed, but remember to vote afterwards.
Nia, put your vote in.
And Carl, where have you gone? You give us all this information, put it in.
Have you seen what Will's written?
Yes, 18 months' time. Yes. Okie dokie.
I'm going to be dead before you get to now 30.
Hopefully in a fortnight's time, we'll be back. I'll try and get the video up in the next couple of days. And I'm sure there's a thing you can do where you can do the likes, the hearts, or the hundreds, the shocked faces. Have you seen these on the lives? Hearts and smiley faces. I'm doing them now, if you can see it on the stream. But anyway, yes. Oh, they're the showing heart, smiley faces. There you go. So yes. But yes, we'll be back.
I'm pressing all of them. They're all coming up. I don't know if other people can see them.
I can see them. I can see them.
All right. Everyone press a heart.
But yes, thank you everyone for coming along, and we'll see you in a fortnight's time.
Great to see you back.
Before I go, thank you to Lainey, Susan, and Sharon. Thank you for coming along and giving us a hand again, and very well done with your lookalikes.
Even though you don't know which one of us is which.
Yeah,
still me. You know it's me.
No, but me and Sharon, we're just the same.
Well, you know.
We've both got cats, and you hate cats, don't you?
That's what confuses. All cats look alike. That's the thing.
But do not look at my beautiful Mamamwe and look at her beautiful cat there, which whose name I've forgotten. Mimi, that's it. Yeah.
So yeah. But we'll see you in a fortnight's time. What?
Sorry, I was just thinking when I first saw memes, I used to say memes. So I was just saying, is Mimi a meme?
Yeah. The meme.
But anyway, yeah.
And on that bombshell, we'll go. See you later.
Yeah. Bye.
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 See you later. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Has it ended? Oh, it ends.
No.
You've got to press